All right. Apologies, a little late, but we're getting there. Welcome, everyone. Game 6, Curse of Strahd. We're back.
Yes.
Yes. Steve will be here in a moment, and so we'll just move on, and then he'll jump in. And then, unfortunately, Noelle, who plays Honeycut, couldn't be here today, so I will be Jaegering the Paladin if need be, but just assume she is with the group. So... just as a quick note, we are playing for Direct Relief. They are an international organization that is getting PPE and supplies to healthcare workers across the globe, the folks who are on the front line of the COVID pandemic. So very, very honorable thing that they're doing. It's very important. You can check out our streaming team page over at tinyurl.com/directreliefdonate1, the numeral, not the word. Or you can go to our pinned tweet at terrible_party and click the link there as well. So please check that out. About half of the goal money has been raised, I think, so far, just a little over half. They're aiming for a $50,000 goal, and the last I checked, it was just at almost $30,000. So we're getting there. We're doing good so far. It's not just us, obviously. There are a lot of people streaming for Direct Relief, so if you can check out the team page, that would be awesome. I am very scratchy today. I apologize. I talked all day yesterday and then allergies, so if I sound like crud, that's why. And if you missed our games yesterday for Direct Relief, we started our Starfinder mini campaign yesterday. That was a lot of fun. And then we played a Blades in the Dark one-shot last night that got very violent very quickly. There was an arm that got cut off. There were shots. It got interesting real fast. That system's fun.
Like it should be.
Oh yeah. She's just like, I'm just gonna cut his arm off. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Seriously?
Why not,
well,
you know?
Guess we're not trying to stealth now. Oh well.
Who knew?
It was good. So,
Stealth is when nobody's there to be a witness.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and pick up. I have made our group this little landing page to help them kind of keep track of quests, things that are going on. So, and there might be a couple little hints in this. So, not that there's an Easter egg or four. So, as we catch up with the last game, you all woke up in the previous session to the sound of alarm bells in the middle of the night, and you understood that a guard tower had come under attack. And it's an old guard tower outside of the city of Vallaki where you're currently staying. And eventually you raced out there and saw Walking Dead skeletons shambling around in crappy armor and shooting guards, and then there was a horse on fire. It's just a big old nightmare of a horse.
Yep, a literal nightmare.
Yep, a literal nightmare. And then Strahd showed up and poked a couple of you a few times and then baffed out. And then we ended,
like you do.
as you do, as he does sometimes. We ended as you all got caught up on your rest so that you can restore your hit points and your spells. Alistair opened his door to find a short note to him, something about when you want to know more, come find me. And you all wake up in the morning and have to figure out what you want to do.
Suggestion, we get breakfast first.
I'm all up for that.
I'm not
Very
surprised.
important, you know?
I need a big hearty breakfast.
Well, it's breakfast and dinner and lunch for you, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like 4 breakfasts at a time. Who doesn't do that?
I mean,
Everybody.
yeah. I mean, who does? Okay, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
to the
you
point,
do
get
not
to
question
the
me.
I'm just going to watch in amazement as this is happening. I'm just making like measurements of her and the pile of food.
Oh.
Didn't you know that I have a black hole for a stomach? I have a black hole. I'm like these Japanese girls who can eat and eat and eat and not gain any weight.
Hey, that's
It's a
me.
Japanese girl.
Wait a minute, I'm a girl.
I'm actually...
But okay.
No, I said... I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me.
Oh god.
Early in the morning, pancakes and insults traded. Got it. As you do.
it's better that than me, smelling bacon at the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah. Oh, that was fun.
That was messed up. That was messed up.
Oh
There's
god.
been some
Just setting the
messed up
tone
shit.
for everything.
There's been some messed up shit in this game already. Just
We
wait.
just
Just you wait.
we destroyed that thing, didn't we?
Yeah, we burned it down to a crisp.
Oh, thank God.
But the people are still alive.
we're way off from there anyway, so I'm not just gonna make a a spare trip just for that. I mean,
I
wait,
would
I maybe
believe you
would
to
if
do
I
that.
would. I would if I was really, really, really hungry.
Yeah, we're
Which
going
you
back
always
to-
are.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that.
Wow.
I accept that statement, and I'm gonna eat my food.
Okay. As you all
I have
are.
of-
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I have officially lost my appetite. Just pushing it.
Oh.
Do you ever eat, Alistair? I tried poking a pancake at him, like, sure, eat.
I'm just getting recollection of the ear and just no, get it away.
Oh god. Poor vampire. I mean, what?
Huh? What was that?
We still don't know. Still assuming stuff, like glancing over the Alistar.
Yeah, giving him the side eye, like, do you
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
eat?
yeah.
Have you ever drink something?
Did you drink my blood at night?
I'm gonna bring out my biggest smile and I eat.
I eat something.
Super
Yeah, it was
convincing.
like that was super convincing. Like, yeah, okay.
It's so stupid. I love it.
Oh man.
We just survived the catastrophe with Strahd, and we're like, yeah, we're just eating breakfast and shooting insults. No biggie.
That's-
A coping mechanism.
Don't forget
Such a
Adam.
coping mechanism.
Don't forget Adam is just sitting there like, oh damn these vampires.
I don't
The
want to talk
undead
about
suck.
Just sitting there in the fetal position, rocking back and
Oh, yeah.
forth.
That's
Probably,
Adam,
yes.
That's
yeah.
Adam, definitely.
That's definitely Adam. The
Oh god.
Before we leave, could I go to the blacksmithing shop and get my pouch of silver dust before we leave?
Yes, you can.
I don't want to forget.
So we'll say that you do that.
Nice.
The inn is very quiet at this moment. You do see the Mardukov family just, tidying up for the morning. They bring you your food. The door opens at one point about halfway through your meal, and Vasily walks in and just kind of all survived. Everyone's alive this morning. That's good. That's good. Hey, Mardukovs, and goes over and just starts. It's like the guy.
No,
doesn't
no,
ever
I
shut up.
stop it. I stop and like, wait, you assumed we would die?
Oh no, it just, Barovia and adventurers, the two don't mix. It's... No, not you
Dude,
specifically, not you no, gosh, no. That's not he looks a little like, oh, shit, Whoops.
God damn it.
That's pretty grim from the Great Wolf Killer.
Right?
It's funny, he's a
The
funny
great
man.
wolf killer.
Yeah, hey, listen, I can't really talk. It's, clearly I can't even handle myself. So I just assume I just didn't. Let's just backtrack. Let's just go. Rewind. Let's try that again. Hey, adventurers, friendly people I met out in the woods who saved my ass. How you doing this morning?
That's better.
I just imagine walking backwards and closing the door and
Yeah.
opening it
Yeah.
back up.
Let's
Like
do
a
this
rewind
again.
on the tape.
He says, so, did you see the hubbub out in the square?
Wait, what's happening
what?
at Square?
Oh,
There's something going on.
So, yeah, the our great burgomaster decided that the guards who failed him last night needed to be locked up in the stocks.
What?
But no one failed.
No, they just
They-
ran like normal people do. We're not normal.
They fought
mean-
with honor.
They
Well,
fought and they
Alex-
died.
Except for the guy that ran away. He was a little bitch.
Listen. That fucker.
That one guy, yeah, hell yeah, he's going away.
Hey, this. All I can tell you is that the townspeople aren't happy, and the burgomaster this morning was like, "Oh, we'll be well," like he always does. Big, frickin', I hate that guy. I think it's like a posturing thing because the Blazing Sun, whatever nonsense festival he's trying to hold is in like 2 days, and I don't know how he thinks locking up guards is gonna increase morale. That's the opposite of...
Or increase security.
Right, thank you. But, I mean, no one can talk to the guy, he's a fool.
Alistair, you talk to him.
Oh god.
Are you saying that I'm a fool?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh god.
Well,
I still haven't
definitely.
forgotten when you carried me on your back.
He always does that.
I always do. Child, please.
Child.
Uh-oh.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Magic
campaign's
missile.
And we're done. Oh, boy.
That was Curse of Strahd. Thank you for watching.
Oh, darn.
Strahd disappears and be like, what the fuck? I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, Barovia claimed another set of adventurers, and I didn't have to do it. So...
Chat.
A couple of
Most laid-back
jabs
villain
at the
ever.
demon.
So, you
He
just
seems
watch...
pretty laid back.
You just watch Vasily go, well, yeah, I mean, anyways, my suggestion would be if you got somewhere else you need to go, maybe go do that, because what happens, it's like a pattern. The burgomaster gets all riled up right before a festival, calms down for a couple of weeks, gets all riled up again, and it's like we keep doing this, you know, the definition of madness kind of a thing. Just keep following the same goddamn pattern.
That gets boring.
Yeah, people are pissed, but the guards listen to him, he controls the guard, no one's gonna, revolt, you know, it doesn't really,
Who's the leader of the guards anyway?
let me see if he knows. I don't think they last very long, to be honest.
So do not get the job as a guard.
Quick,
Wait,
No,
that's
it's not
is that your
later.
secret ambition?
Might be. Don't look at me.
It's scary that you even thought about working here in Barovia, but okay. Let's just skip
I'm
that
just
part.
keeping my options open. Come on.
In Barovia. Options.
No, there are options in Barovia?
There's Strahd and only Strahd, okay?
That's bleak.
Who's your
Done with
uncle, grandpa, father,
He,
brother?
What was that?
yeah. You do watch Vasily, just as kind of background. You see him go over to the owner of the Blue Water Inn, and then they have a conversation. You see money being exchanged, and Vasily kind of tucks a bottle of wine in his cloak. He's like, for later.
Oh god. They gave me
I'm
kind of
just-
Voldemort vibes, to be honest.
Just gonna give him a little signing job.
Yeah, well, you know, they're running out of wine, so I gotta get it while the getting's good, because...
Yeah,
Oh
we should
yeah, we
grab
forgot
that.
about that. Don't we have
Yeah,
that side
literally
quest going on?
Put it on...
I didn't forget it. I just wanted to let everyone like finish this stuff. It's the first thing even. Rescue
It's
the
the
wine.
very first thing!
Yep.
I
Rescue
got
the
it.
wine.
Reading
All I
below,
did
reading.
was take the beats of what you all were talking about doing, especially in the wrap up the last game, the things that you wanted to try to figure out. So they're not in
I
any
love it.
particular order.
Could we
I
figure
love
out
it that
how long
it
it
says
takes for us
response.
to like get from here to the area that was the wine in? I need to check my notes to see if I wrote it down.
I'll give
Wait,
you the
what?
map. Yes. So it's far away. Nope, that's Vallaki. Wrong map. Where's the map? There we go. So,
Oh yeah, our beautiful map.
yes, that's all marked
Lots
up.
of doodles.
You are... Come on,
Going to
goofy thing.
W.
Why are you not doing what I want you to do? So, you are here.
Mm-hmm.
The...
We need to get to K.
You are trying to...
Wasn't it
get-
around the lake, like under the lake around that area?
Yes, you're under Lake Zarevich.
Yeah, but like the ship out of the wine, was that on the lake Barotok? Barotok?
No, it is all the
No.
way over here at W.
Okay, it was there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it's marked. Okay, good to know.
Yes. Argynvost Holt is down here at Q. Berez is here. And Krezk is over here at S. And I'd put text on there, but you can't really see it, so...
I got it marked down on my stuff. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are kind of the things that you'd mentioned at the end of last game in order to... Things that you were thinking about doing. With the order in which you do them... Or if you
I think
fuck around in
we should
Vallaki
build
more,
a
it's
line.
up to you.
I would suggest we get out of Vallaki before the event, because I don't want to witness that, personally.
think
We
it would
could
be a
take
show.
the car to the winery and then just on the way go to Argynvost, Hold, and stuff like that, and just kind of use the card on our way for our own stuff without him, like, knowing it maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I was thinking we could use the trip to go to Krezk first. It's way up there also. If we
Yeah.
don't do it now, it would be a really big detour.
Yeah, we could go to Krezk and then do all the stuff while we're
Yeah.
going back to Vallaki. That would
Yeah.
be a good idea.
Mhm.
So we have like one long trip back and forth and just everything's done.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
gonna take
I like
more
that idea.
and then I get my new plate. I'm just gonna drop it down, thinking about it.
And I need to find some silver. Yeah, I need to find some silver ore for the blacksmith too, because of my shield.
Yeah.
So I need
So
a pickaxe, I
then,
think. I need a pickaxe for that.
didn't I get myself a grappling hook? I think I did.
You did.
The fancy one.
A fancy one.
Grappling hook! To quote Maple Pines.
Oh man. Okay. So, what do I have here? Vasily on his way out just leans in and he says, so, and kind of following what you all are thinking about and talking about, he goes, if I were you, I would get out of Vallaki. Things are always going to get, sorry, things are always going to get a little intense. A couple of days leading up to a festival. And if I don't put much stock in rumors of paranoid villagers, to be honest, but you should have seen the old guy in here this morning, like early this morning, before Irwin was even up, ranting and raving about purple lights coming out of the attic windows of the burgomaster's mansion. Crazy talk.
Oh.
Interesting, good to know.
Where were you between the time of 8 and 9?
Me?
I was was sleeping.
Give her a stick eye from the side.
You would have heard the snores. Most definitely.
There you go. So, I'll see you around. Don't get dead.
You too, man.
Same to you,
Thanks.
I guess.
Thanks
Don't
for the
get killed by a
information.
wolf.
Nope, no more wolves, no more camping for me. I am a lover, not a fighter. And he just pats his wine and walks out the door.
Good luck. Shout at him. Good luck with your next book.
Thanks. Sucks already.
I love it.
He needs a better editor, the poor thing.
Poor guy. Yeah, I know.
Well, you can always take a glimpse of the edited book that Adam has.
Let's not.
I heard it was a bank.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh God. Oh.
Puns.
Everyone
Such a
take
bad pun.
2d6 psychic damage. That hurt.
Constitution saving throw, please.
God damn it. Okay, so what's the plan?
I
think we
need
should
to
get
do a little
moving.
shopping for new magic items, for my new spells that I picked up. And then we could grab the card and move out to Krezk, I think. That's the plan
I
everyone
think-
wanted.
Yeah, I'll just
I
follow you
second
guys
that.
to the blacksmith. Maybe I'll find something there.
Yeah, then we need to go to Blacksmith too for Alistar.
Should I go to get some provision for the journey then?
If you have the money for it, go ahead. I can lend you some if you need it.
Yeah, I'm really broke.
What do you think about 100 gold? Should that be enough for rations?
No. I think we need more.
More? I'll hand in 55.
Okay.
55 gold for Alistair.
Oh, you got cut in half.
I saw that fuckery you did there. Come on. I'm old, okay, but I'm not stupid.
Oh man.
No idea what you're talking about.
So
Just
55
looking at
gold
the
for
floor.
you for the rations, and only rations. Well, you can keep the rest. Who cares? 55 gold. It's not that much.
55. Thank you, good sir.
No problem, good sir.
Rations aren't hard to procure. You can get 2 weeks worth for about 10 gold.
See, it's more than
I'm
enough.
gonna-
You can keep the rest.
I'm gonna.
Because Strahd is your father, uncle, brother, father-in-law.
What?
He knows you. I don't know why, but just okay.
What?
I just walk away to get my stuff.
I would like to think you knew what you were doing when you picked this character, Kelly. The trouble it would bring you in a vampire campaign.
It's amazing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, not at all.
Just so you know, I'm gonna buy some water skin with some water in it and some ice if there's available, and that's about it. It's not that crazy. So.
Yeah, you're all asking for pretty standard stuff at this point. So your water skins. Erwin does give you a little bit of the last of his wine reserves for the road.
Yes.
So you have 2 more bottles of pretty decent wine. He's like, it's the middle kind of quality stuff. It's not the, purple grape smasher, but it's pretty good. Pretty
It's something.
Decent. It's something. The purple grape smashers with the winos drink. So yeah. So it gives you 2 bottles of the Red Prince. He says, I'd give you the good stuff, but I'm out. And then I need everyone, as you're kind of gathering supplies, I need everyone to make a perception check for me.
First roll of the day, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Ooh, I like that. That's a dirty 20. No, 21.
I didn't like my perception. It's only 17.
Okay.
13.
Okay. Pardon me. Kelly, you notice him first, and then Taurus, and then Jezebel, when you see them looking, and Honeycut and Adam kind of turn the same direction as well. You notice, as you're walking by this alleyway, there is a kind of a hunched figure just watching all of you walk by, and you see a hand come up and like they're scribbling on a piece of paper. They fold it up real quick and tuck it in their back pocket, and then start to quickly walk the opposite direction.
With our dark vision, could we see the figure or not?
It's hooded and wearing just like a dirty, kind of tattered overcoat with a hood that basically conceals almost all of their face. You get a little bit of like a pale chin, scruffy, masculine from what you can tell. There's a little bit of facial hair, but hunched, and then starts to shuffle off the opposite direction.
I'm gonna try this. Can I smell that he's human?
Wow, that's not creepy at all. Smell check? You don't have preternatural senses. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
That's fair.
It's a smell check.
That's not bad. 17.
Okay.
It's a dragon.
Smells like old mud and barn. Like straw and a little bit of animal. So as far as you know, no upstanding vampire would probably sleep in a barn nor be out during the day. So
Except maybe for Alistair.
What do you mean?
Somebody's gonna come to blows over this. Like,
People are gonna like speculate what he actually is already.
I know.
Alistair is very has grown in his trip here.
He's Strahd, okay. Confirmed, he's Strahd. I'm out of here.
Damn it! You weren't supposed to figure that out.
It's too early.
All right.
Natural 20 inside.
All right. Do I notice that Arthur sees that guy?
Yeah,
also?
at this point, you all have kind of noticed him, or you notice someone else in the party noticing.
I'm going to gesture to follow him. What do you guys think?
I could follow him as an animal, like as a dog or something, without him noticing me.
Do it. That's all my.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna transform to a small like
Chihuahua?
like a no, not Chihuahua, like a adolescent Labrador, like this golden retriever, like adolescent, not even full grown, and I'm just gonna start paddling all the way back. So,
Okay.
like sneakily, if possible.
Yes, you can make a stealth check. Are the rest of you just waiting for him to come back, or
Yeah, I'm going to tell him that we'll wait for him at the blacksmith.
you got it?
No,
Oh, God.
I'm curious. I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. Sneakily or not?
I'll sneakily because I'm naturally stealthy.
Make a stealth check.
I rolled an 11.
An 11. Okay.
I'm a druid, not a rogue.
15.
15.
God damn.
You all were at N2. This is the Blue Water Inn and kind of the market district. The man, who does not seem to notice either one of you, is shuffling north. He takes the road north off of the square. Can kind of... So he's going to go this path, and he turns this direction and starts to head north. He does not... He's a smaller man. He's walking quickly, but he is slightly hunched. And there's a little bit of a drag to his right foot, but he's moving at a pretty quick pace at this point. And you start to... Jezebel, you would definitely notice this at first. You notice him. I need to tell her that and make sure that she knows this. And he's like mumbling to himself and kind of rustling around in his pockets, and he keeps heading north.
I just look at the tourist and like, oh, continue, right?
I guess continue. If he gets too crazy, we just stop him. this dog talking to a
Yes,
half.
yes, I understand, dog. You bark and I'm like, yes, I nod, yes.
If I mean, well, can I speak or not? That's the thing that I never figured out with
I would say
druids.
that you can. But it would be limited, right?
Yeah. I would be
So-
like, yes,
Just
follow.
one sentence thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it says you magically assume the shape of a beast, not like entirely. That's why
Yeah.
I assumed I could speak.
Yeah. I think you can.
Scooby-Doo
Okay.
speech?
Yeah. There we go.
Yes, follow.
As
I'm going to
he
speak like that now.
heads into this northern district, it's definitely a more rundown part of Vallaki. The houses here all sag under just the weight of time and rain and constant snow. And he eventually turns down a long gravel pathway, and in the distance, so it's sitting way back off of the main road, you see a very large, ambling, very rundown house. There's this roof that just is like slouching in on itself. There's moss all over the house. The gate, the wrought iron gate, is like half rusted and hanging off of the hinges. And you see him shuffle down that path and then head into the house and close the front door.
Intercept?
If you want to try to
Should
get
we-
to him before, you can.
Okay, run, Arturus, run!
He has
What?
not
I-
noticed you, so...
I try to like run in front of him like imagine like a playful dog that is out of control, out of hand from its owner, like trying to play with him, like jumping.
play
on
with
him
me,
and
play
stuff
with
like
me. Okay,
That. Yeah,
okay.
stuff like that because he's not fully grown and stuff.
Okay,
That's
he
expected.
stops, pulls up... Shoot! Shoo!
I
Bad dog,
don't.
shoo!
I just don't.
I
Shoo!
catch up to him like, I'm so sorry about my dog, sir. He just really likes to play with people. You don't have a bowl, do you? I saw something. I saw you put something in your hand. He might suspect it for a bowl.
This is shoo! Both shoo! This is private property. You're not allowed to go away. I need Jezebel to make a deception check. Take advantage on that.
Yep.
Because of my awesome
Because
dog
you have
skills, okay?
an actual it looks like a dog. Yeah.
I'm dog. Hi.
Yeah, woof, eye dog.
Yep. So 23.
Nice.
Damn. Oh,
Dog
okay.
power.
He looks at you for a second, Jezebel, and then looks down at the dog. Ah, magic! Ah! And runs into the house. Doesn't seem to
Wait,
believe you
magic?
completely.
Wait, what?
Magic.
I guess we know where he lives now.
Amazing.
I just stand there like, and look at Arturus like,
I just transform
we
back
do
into my form and just like, what the hell was that?
I don't know. Are we just following a crazy person?
I don't know where he lives, so let's just keep that in mind, I guess. Should we just head back? Because I don't want to be here during the festival.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, okay, we know where he lives at least. So if we get into some trouble, we know.
Woof.
I can just shout, "We know where you live! Stay out of trouble!"
Woof. I just yelled back, woof.
In agreement, yes.
Yes, I woof in agreement.
Man, I wish I was there.
All right, so you're
That's
headed
a
back.
new shirt. That's a new shirt for me. Woof in agreement.
Woof.
Alright,
Such enthusiasm.
so we will say this. If you do want to ever try to locate him again, you know that he lives here.
And N4. Okay.
He is the N4.
Yes.
Alright, so head
That's
back.
scary.
Party's waiting for you.
Just writing down notes, bro. Just do your stuff, writing down notes.
No, it's all good. Everyone's there, right where you left him, basically. Adam's looking a little agitated. What are you doing? Why'd you run off? Don't run off. We don't run off. We stick together.
We don't split the party, damn it!
That's how you die.
So, what did you guys find out?
Just a crazy
Woof.
person who doesn't like dogs.
He doesn't like me,
What a monster.
right? I was this totally adorable dog, and I was just like, oh no, I hate dogs. Ooh, and he ran away.
And then he
But we know
got
he lives
scared.
now.
He deserves death, and I draw my sword.
What?
Whoa, dude.
at someone or just at the ground?
Just at the ground.
Okay. I was scared for a second.
And I'm just going to smile and yeah, we gotta go.
God damn it. Let's just go away for now. We know where he lives. If he ever like causes trouble again, we just fireball his house or something.
Oh yes, because I'm so efficient with that.
We did it once. We can do it again.
Now think of this way. If you miss, the house next to it will burn his.
So as a warning.
A calculated warning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, a misguided warning.
This is the darkest timeline, man.
Not even Thanos could save this one.
Oh, man.
I really hope somebody's eavesdropping on this. Just get scared out of his mind. Just what?
Like, why did we bring them here?
Like, fireball them? What?
Alright.
Yeah, let's. I
So
guess we
let's-
should move back to the thingy and grab our card. I think we got it already, didn't we? I'm not sure anymore.
The cart's in the back of the inn, so you can grab that. There are 2 horses that pull the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I lead them
But
as
not any more horses, according to Adam.
I'm the like nature person. Should I like take the horses and guide them? I guess. If that's
Yeah.
okay with everyone.
That's
Yeah.
cool, mate. I'm just going to hop in the back of the cart, nestle my sword on my shoulder, and take a nap.
I could also use a short rest later, because I transformed into my dog.
Wait, so I have to lead everything?
Yep. and I'm
Adam
gonna-
and Honeycutt
I'm gonna
are also
pack it.
there, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pack it.
And when you travel with vehicles and or animals, with animals, someone has to make an animal handling check to keep them. These are tame pack horses. Like they're not going to bolt unless something scary happens, but just to keep them handled.
On
So
the road.
someone makes animal handling, and someone else. You all can rotate out. Someone can take lead on just keeping an eye on the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the first animal handling check. I
Okay.
like the first horse check.
Where are you headed?
So,
can we
Krezk
go to
first?
Krezk?
Oh, I
like
like
the
that
name.
accent. Krezk.
Krezk.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's a long road.
Yeah,
It's
Jesus,
a
okay.
very long way away. Yeah.
But it's the one-time trip.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll see about that later.
I love the first beginning of optimism in the day.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're just measuring your pound of pancakes. Yes, I like it.
Should
No,
I roll already, by the
I
way?
stuffed all of those pancakes in my bag. I'm fine.
By the way, I'm hiding the provision from just.
Fair enough.
I have my own.
Should I
But I
roll
shan't sniff them
for
out.
animal handling already?
Yes,
Or not?
I will have you make one roll a day, and as long as you don't roll shit, you're fine.
Animal handling, that's a 12.
Okay, that's fine. Again, these are horses. They know the road to the Wizard of Wines. They know these roads pretty well. So as long as you keep them on the path, it's not an issue. Who wants to make a perception check to keep an eye on surroundings? I can also have one of the two others do so.
I'll do it. I am quite seeing.
Okay.
You know, these vampires.
Shit, I'm not seeing.
Uh-oh.
That's
Oh
a
god, you suck.
10.
Okay, it's a standard. That's an average.
I rolled a 5 though.
So the day and a half worth of travel, we'll say a day just to make it easier, to get from Vallaki to P, which is the Luna River crossroads, which then the paths split off into all directions that you can see there on the map, is well worn and well traveled. So just keeping an eye out on things over the course of the day, other than you do spot at one point, Alistair, a couple of ravens flying overhead.
I'm gonna wave at them with an arrow.
As you near nighttime, the ravens then do actually peel off and head back the way that you came. So you seem to have an escort for a little bit. And then with the cart being empty, save for anyone who's riding, you do make decent time. Once you are loaded down with cargo, that will add to your travel time.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
makes sense.
So if I slide right, it will take around 4 days to get to Krezk. If I slide right, or is it
Oh no,
less than 4 days?
it's more than that.
Okay. I
So
just
that's 3, 6, 7. You're looking at about a week and a half if you stay
Okay.
on.
The path.
If you stay on the path, so from there you would be going this. This is the most direct route.
yeah, just the path. Yeah, that's what we have planned, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we
Or
go
if
down
you-
to the winery and then back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then your goal is to do this. Yes.
Then afterwards we go back to the road to the winery, and then from there we can explore the rest. While we go
Yeah,
back
the
to
Arcan
Vallaki.
Wurstholt.
Okay. So that's kind of the goal. All right.
Yeah.
So first night, you can set up camp if there's anything that you want to do.
Just check around if there are any hostiles around.
Yeah, smart.
All right.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Jezebel as she does that.
What does that do?
It's a very interesting spell. You can add 1d4 to any ability check
Oh, that's awesome.
for 1 hour once, either before the roll or after the roll. I can also post the thing in the chat.
Okay,
I just
yeah.
have to find my spell. Equal.
Okay.
Is it 1 minute or is it 1 hour? I
1
don't know if
minute.
it's 1 1 minute. Okay, yeah. I wrote it correctly. I'm just checking like with D&D Beyond if I wrote
Yeah, no,
everything
you
correctly.
got it.
That's a
Alright.
cantrip.
So
That's
should I
a
make
that's a
perception
cantrip.
check?
Yeah. You
It only lasts for a minute, so. Or Taurus has to
So-
hold it too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just walking with her and just then tapping on the shoulder while she's
Perfect.
looking.
Jezebel, go ahead and make perception check and take that D4 as well.
Okay.
I love the spell. The moment I
18?
saw it.
Okay. Plus your D4.
The-
Plus my d4. That's a 3.
21.
So 21.
So 21.
Yep.
With this spot being well traveled, and you do even see like some remains of some old fishing boats and that type of thing. You're not too far out from civilization, so nothing catches your attention. You feel
Okay.
like everything's
So
probably okay.
we feel safe.
Yeah, as safe as you can be.
Okay.
Barovia.
So what if I cast like to check if there are any magical things around?
Like a detect
Detect
magic.
magic?
Arcana check? Yeah.
That would be detect magic if you have it.
I think I have it. Let me see. Yep, I have detect magic.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right.
And you can walk around and kind of you always think of like a little like ping, like a pulsing beacon 30 feet out from you to pick anything up.
Yeah. So I walk around the camp to see if I can detect anything.
As she does that, I'm gonna use the opportunity to transform into a wolf.
Okay.
And like do a small check with my nose to see if there's any undead smell around us.
Perception
Like,
check with
imminent.
advantage on
The
that.
smell check.
And then it's a
It's
smell
smell
check.
check.
And then Jezebel, you don't get anything.
No.
Nope.
Oh,
It's just woods
even with
and
advantage, is that
river.
low? Damn it! It's
Okay.
12.
12? No, I mean it smells like cold earth and trees and maybe deer through here a little while ago, but
Basic stuff. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, wood stuff,
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm just minding the fire.
We're just being overly cautious. I think Adam is pretty proud of me.
I mean, you cannot be cautious enough here. You've seen Strahd pop up any second.
I mean, that is fair.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we were just in the middle. We just yesterday we survived Strahd. I just want to be clear on that. We have to be safe.
Yes.
I'm just. Can I check my armor from the blight blast?
Blight hits organic matter.
Oh.
So yeah, you would be okay.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, blight is an organic destruction spell. So,
D finally arrived. So his cam is not working.
He has cometh.
I'm fixing it.
Hey,
It's
Steve.
totally fine.
Hey.
You're
Totally
good.
fine. I was talking for you.
Oh, you gotta do it. It's real sad that I dropped out of the race. It's real sad. But I'm
What
here.
happened though?
oh god.
You just
Just
dropped out of
been
the
traveling down the
campaign.
road.
You just dropped out of the campaign. You're not out of the race yet.
Hurt Bernie.
It's what you missed. We've been traveling down the road now from Vallaki to Krezk.
Yeah.
And then we're going down the Krezk, and then we're going down the one to grab the wine.
I'm sure I've just been following behind, yelling at trees and birds and stuff. Don't shoot that! That might be a person!
Don't shoot us at ravens.
That was the one time saying, man.
It's gonna haunt you for the rest of your days, Alistair. I swear.
Still feels
Oh
bad.
god. No, they have you all have 2 horses and the cart to bring the wine back from the Mardikovs. So your travel speed's gonna be a little bit slower.
You gotta pull a cart.
But you managed to hit the Luna River crossing. So it's woods and there were maybe deer here. It's pretty boring right now. So
Yeah, I'm just kicking the stone. Man,
And we had someone follow us and taking notes. Adam.
yeah,
Just
that.
and we know where they live now, so we can fireball their house.
Okay. Are they supposed to be following us and taking notes?
Nope.
We don't know.
We don't know. He
we
just
all-
ran into the house. He didn't want to say anything. He just shoot us and ran scared when he saw our tourist turn back into a human.
I mean,
Into a
yeah,
druid, I meant.
we are a big group of scary people.
Well, yeah, I think the people of Vallaki are actually regretting their decisions of having us.
Oh yeah,
How
absolutely.
dare they?
Any party that any village or town that has ever hosted a D&D party, when they leave, they're like, "Fuck, never again."
That damn sorcerer and his fireball.
I hate
It's
this.
like, it's like in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Leave us alone, no bricks.
Mm,
Stupid.
okay. Okay.
So-
That's how
We have a guy
so far.
watching us.
Yeah, well, he's back in Vallaki, so
Yeah.
he followed you around after you left the inn that morning and was scribbling something down, and then freaked out and panicked and ran into a crappy house.
Okay.
Yeah, he was mumbling about. Must tell her.
Must tell her. Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's tell her. Okay.
And someone saw purple flashing lights from the mayor's house, mansion house, whatever it was.
In Vallaki still?
Yeah.
Like the day before the thingy doodler happened, attack, I think. Was it before that, or was
And
it like the morning? I forgot again.
It's been over the last couple of days. Vasily told you that people were rumor mongering about like strange purple lights coming out of the attic in the burgomaster's house.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Yep, basically.
Yeah,
So-
but also we can't forget that he put the guards on on stocks.
Any guards who survived the nightmare attack were put in the stocks in the town square.
Well, that's a great way to get a rebellion to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, piss off the dudes that you need to fight rebels. So where are we now? Like B?
You
P.
are
P.
at P. Yes, you are at the Luna River crossing.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
You are.
So we have
here.
not really gone that far.
We've been traveling for an entire day for now. It takes us
Forget
around
how
1.5
big
weeks.
Barovia is
To get
its
to
own
Krezk.
kingdom.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's huge. Yeah.
Our plan was to go to Krezk and then the winery, and then on our way back to Vallaki, we go to Argonvost Hold, or we just go straight back there. It's up to you guys at that point.
I mean, we might as well hit Argonvost.
Yeah.
And I would suggest we check out the Drowned City, supposed Drowned City, after we bring the wine in. It could get destroyed there.
Yeah.
Didn't I write
so-
down something about a drowned city?
It was
probably
you.
Druids.
It was Barris, the one that's also
Mhm.
in a thingy.
I'd
I
tape this in my
think there was something we had to we had something there to check, if I remember right from the
that's-
cards.
That's a relic there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
conjurer item drowned
Yeah.
from Adam Eve. So we need to go there, but I would suggest that after we bring the wine in, because
Yes, let's get rid of the cart and the heavy wine first.
Yeah. We'll get there faster if we don't have that.
All right, all on Z.
All right.
we got plans.
You got
We're smart.
plans. You got
We
plans.
finally have a plan.
We finally have a plan.
The next few days south are cutting right through this big chunk of the Svalak woods. So it gets much darker here, and we'll say on your second night, it begins to snow heavily.
Great.
And so setting up
I
camp
love
is
snow.
very cold endeavor. So
well,
as you hit
Something that me and
about-
Kelly are used to.
Yeah, that's true. As you hit about this section here, you see kind of a hand kind of come around one of the pine trees, long, gnarled, almost curled in on themselves, dirty fingernails, and then another one, and you see this like dark, wrinkled, leathery face and just crazy hair and beard. He's got like twigs and shit stuck in it. It's all sticking out everywhere, and he sees all of you and he says, "I can lead you on the path. I can lead you on the path."
Inside check?
Sure. Against crazy, yeah, sure.
Why not?
I'm accustomed to crazy.
Could you lead yourself to a shower?
I'm going to believe it.
What'd you get?
I got a 10.
Okay. I can lead you. I can lead you. I can show you. I can show you the path. And he points at Artoris. I can show you the path. I can show you the path. Plant man, druid, I can show you the path.
Plant man,
Plant
darkness?
I'm
Plant man.
a plant man too. Ha ha ha.
Of what sorts? Like I bring out the I got one like druid item that I found in the woods once. Like the small
You have the
what was it
holly.
again? That was it.
Yep.
I bring it out and I show it to him like this thing? Like
path,
this
the
color?
path, the path. I can show you the path.
Is that the path?
I can show you the
Yes.
path. Yeah.
Can I just do a quick insight check? Because I'm
Sure.
kind of confused.
I believe this man. He has a
I
plan.
believe this man. I think I'm gonna believe him too.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you
I'm,
guys!
I'm proficient in insight and I got like 11.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
My Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, he looks crazy, but there's something intelligent in his eyes, especially once you brought the holly out, that just like caught him in a laser focus moment. And he's fixated on that in your hand. The path, the path, the path, the path, the path, the path. And he
Should we-
starts skipping through the woods. Come, the path, the path.
Should we trust him?
Yes.
Apparently you guys believe him.
I mean, he seems intelligent.
Does he?
I mean, if you look past all the crazy, he is making sense.
I mean,
If you look past the fact that he's not making sense at all, he totally is making sense.
That's
Um,
like,
Two, Adam?
Couple things.
Adam is also crazy.
Thing the first, if no one has cast light on anything yet, casting light on something. And I would preferably, if I can like grab that dude, like maybe cast light on his shirt or like his crazy twigs.
Why don't you make a grapple check?
Yeah.
So against
This strong arm boy.
athletics contested with his, because he
Yeah,
doesn't like
boy.
being touched.
Give me your arm.
Okay.
Let me put some
Uh,
light on it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Just imagine two old people fighting in Walmart.
19.
Okay. He's kind of squirmy, but you do manage to like slap him on the back and
I just need to like touch him.
yeah.
That's all I need to do.
Oh, the
Yeah.
path. Oh, the path. The path. He's
Yes,
like
yes, the path. Show us the path.
trying to swat the light off, and it's not working. He's just like
Nope.
frantically
That's just
doing
it.
this. The
You
path,
just have
the
a
path,
bright
the
shirt
path,
for an hour,
the
my
path,
friend.
The path, the path, the path, the path. And he starts heading off, and you can kind of see in the distance. It looks like he's got a campfire or something going, and that's the direction he's headed.
Okay, perfect. I thought we were just gonna follow him through the woods, and I was like, I'm not playing this game. Give me a lit up breadcrumb.
At least some breadcrumbs. Come on. Have some standard.
Who needs a breadcrumb when he's glowing in 10-foot sphere in every direction? 20-foot, whatever. I also would like to detect magic, especially as we draw closer to his campfire.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to detect poison and disease,
Okay.
just to make sure.
I'm going to put my hand on the hilt of my sword.
I have a sword.
Yeah, Adam, this guy has some kind of nature-based magic, for sure.
Mhm,
It is
for sure.
wild and uncontrolled.
Keep that in mind.
But because there's no sense to it at all. It just even his, you're used to magic casters, you're used to how they work for the most part, and this guy's magic just like it almost like it pings off of him in fireworks. Like you get
Oh, so
over here,
he might be
over
related to
here.
me then.
There you go. And then Artoris, yeah, the holly you have is hella poisonous.
Huh. I'm not
You've
gonna
been
eat
carrying
that.
poison the entire time.
I'm not gonna eat it. But that's very good to know. I'm gonna be careful with it then.
Okay. Okay.
But I think I poisoned when I touched it, right? Or did I?
What was it? I'm sorry.
Did I get poisoned when I touched it?
Yeah. No, not when you touch it. I see what you're asking. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Like when I
No,
showed
it
it.
just it basically this thing, if you were to ingest it, would be dangerous.
I like those odds.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Okay.
Hey, Adam, you're pretty good at curing madness. Why don't you give it a try again?
Oh yeah, he did that once with the druid that was also a base walker,
Yeah.
apparently. Which I don't know what that means.
No one does.
So mysterious.
Okay. Yeah, you see him head over to the fire, and it looks like he's got himself set up with a little camp area. He has cleared the snow very meticulously around his camp, and has been, you just see scrawlings in the dirt. And sticking out of where he'd stopped is a dagger.
Can I read those drawings? Like, is it druidic or
What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Druidic?
It is not any of those.
Is it abyssal?
Nope.
Is that dagger magic?
It is not.
Okay.
It looks like a piece of shit.
Okay.
But it has to be.
Has anyone has anyone referenced to this? When we get here, I would like to say to him, "Is this the path?"
It's the start of the path. It's the start of the path.
Okay, is it over there or is it over there?
No, it starts here, and then we walk the path to the path.
We walk the path to the path.
To the path, to the leader.
Is there like a bus
The
we can
leader?
take to get to the path?
To the
Seems
leader.
like a bad idea to walk twice.
There's no, to the path, to the path, to the path, to the enclave.
Clave?
That's a different word. Adam will try to grab that dagger out of the ground.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
like subtly. and
Yeah,
just grab it.
he doesn't. It doesn't seem to bother him. He's to the enclave, to where we raise the spirits.
I will look at this. Spirits. Yeah. And I'm like looking at the
Raise the
dagger.
Spirits?
It's a ceremonial dagger. There's some kind of symbol drawn on it that if you look at it, I won't even have you make a check for this. You've been around long enough where you're like, oh, that makes sense. It looks like a very crude drawing of a branch of holly on the blade.
Got it. Oh God, I
Looks
do want to
sane
make.
by the second, doesn't he?
I do want to make a religion check on the holly
Mm-hmm.
to see if I can get like any more specific information. I'm assuming some kind of druidic group. Like Steve, the player's instincts are like, oh, that's like an Elahona cult or something like that. But no, I'm gonna roll for it. 12, not great.
Seeing as how Ertorus was able earlier to make out that holly was probably something to do with the wild druids, it's not a giant leap in logic to assume that this guy's was or is part of a similar clan.
Got it. And he's not magic, so he's not like cursed. He doesn't have a curse on him or something like that. He's just a loon.
We go
I mean,
to the enclave. I take you to the leader, and
Yep.
he teaches you magic.
I kind of already know the magic, but yeah, let's take me to
Let's
your
go.
leader, as they say.
I just walk along. Who knows what happens?
Go to the
I
path.
just throw up my hands like, fine, whatever. I'm just following you guys, I guess.
Wait, before we go, and I'm gonna cast light on an item that everybody is holding. This way we can't get separated in the dark.
Good call.
Good idea.
Okay.
Doesn't it piss him off if I kick the dirt around one of those scribblers on the ground?
No,
Why?
no. He just the path.
I think he's beyond those writings now. He's gone, or he's just yeah.
I think we should stay vigilant, though.
I mean,
Can I take a look around his camp before we follow him?
Yeah.
What did we do with the cart and the horses?
We left them
Yep.
at our camp.
Oh wait, I thought we were going with the. Okay.
there's no way these
Nope.
horses and cart are
Nope.
gonna go through these woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just thought about that. Someone needs to go deal with that.
Honeycomb?
I can deal with that. I'm old. I shouldn't be walking through the woods.
Well, Honeycut can protect it.
You can send the paladin back with it if you want.
Oh, perfect. Yes, send the paladin back. I forgot we were
Yeah.
down to the paladin. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's ideal.
While she's not there, she can just sit there.
Should keep an eye on
And
it. It's
sing.
not like I'm gonna be like, you come back and she's dead. I'm not gonna do that.
Here,
Uh,
hold on. I've got a
Yeah,
bag
but-
full of crossword puzzles here. I'm old.
Sudoku. That was
Sudoku.
frightening.
I've got some word searches. I bought a big book of them. It's like a big 200 puzzle book that I bought at the Walgreens.
It was an
damn it.
impulse buy.
I saw it by the register and I thought, yep, Adam, those are puzzles, and you like puzzles.
We make puzzles great again.
Oh my god.
No, move on. We're done. Joke's over.
So he leads you to a where an actual path begins, and there's a bit of a cliff up overhead, and he stops. And so here's this guy. He's like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he stops and he turns around and says, "Do you not see it?"
No path.
Have we been walking for 10 minutes?
Less than that.
Detect magic is still active.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, what is, when you look up on the cliff, this entire cliff up here, oops, as I like point on things, is filled with that holly.
And magic.
Oh.
And yeah, there's a little bit of,
And poison.
There's some like
poison.
residue.
yeah. The essence that you get is a single plant. There's not much. A grouping of them, a big group of these plants, gives off a little bit of magic.
Okay. I'm gonna keep eyes on that. I've
Okay.
also decided that my next character that I'm gonna play is a broward, which is a bro wizard, because residue
Do I-
just made me think of that.
I don't know that I
I'm
want
just gonna toss some FBs, you know, some big old FBs into the middle of the enemies there. That's a fireball.
FP for fireball.
Oh,
bro?
I'm
Wow.
gonna like him already.
Yeah, sorry.
boy.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. So he
I'm
turns
gonna
around
slide
and
into the DM. Detect magic.
Yeah, we're just gonna drop out the. I'll come up with better names for it. Different character, different
We'll
game.
make it. We'll make it.
It'll-
We'll make it
it'll-
happen, Steve.
It'll be a one shot.
you he sits down. So the path.
Do we like go
path?
climb the path?
You go through the holly to the camp. And as
Is
he
this like a
points-
Dagobah situation?
No,
Sorry.
the path is up. It's up. It's up. It's up. It's up. It's up.
It's up.
It's up.
It's up.
Yes.
And
It's up.
Why-
and the leader,
Can you
the
climb
great
there?
leader, stays there. He lives there.
And you're not gonna take us there?
I can go. We just make sure that you're ready for the journey before you go.
What do we need to do?
Just climb
Climb.
mountain, I guess.
Up.
Climb.
It's a cliff. It's like
Seems
20 feet
so
tall,
hard.
Yeah.
and then it looks like there's a hill that crests up from there.
Yes, that's gonna be a hell for me to climb.
Putting her on the
You. I
I
can.
might
I can
actually,
also.
I might actually look at Alistair like, okay, fine, you can carry me this one time.
That's
Okay.
right, child.
That's, they're taken care of. I can climb it. I think. I can also. If I don't make it, I can just transform into an animal. And just go on there. It's fine.
You could fly, right?
Not yet.
But you can turn into an animal that can fly.
Not yet.
Okay.
That's higher level.
Not yet.
I can be a fish since
So-
level 6 or
I
something.
love it.
It's
This is so
athletics for this,
stupid.
right?
I can be a fish.
Yeah, this
Turn
would
into a
be.
fish. I-
Blow bubbles at them?
Oh boy. Anyone
Fish.
without any kind of climbing gear would need to make an athletics check.
I have a grappling hook.
Yes, you do. You will need to make a dex. You'll have to make a dex check in order to anchor that bad boy.
I'm gonna try that then.
Well,
I'm gonna-
Explorer's pack.
before-
Does that say
bef-
anything?
I think
Before
that's what it is.
before Alistair does it, I'm gonna throw some cat hair on him and I'm gonna give him cat's grace.
Oh,
You have
okay.
advantage on dexterity checks, and if you fall for 20 feet, you don't get any damage.
Do I grow whiskers?
I don't think you do.
So the explorers pack has rope in it, and
Yes,
I
it does.
also have rope. We could, if we send up the one person first, and they can just throw a rope down.
Yeah.
That'd make it
Okay, so maybe we'll let Alistair just take the rope.
Let's just say you feel lighter for the cast
I-
grace.
I got a 16 on the dex throw.
Easy enough to anchor the grappling hook with a rope into the cliff. You give it a tug and it
Yeah.
feels pretty secure.
I'm gonna ascend.
Okay.
By the way,
Uh,
that stuff lasts for 1 hour. Just so you know, Alistair.
Okay, so as you go up, it's fairly easy with the assistance of the rope, and you get to the top of the cliff, and you do see a small camp. There are several people here. Some of them look a little more well kept than Crazy Thomas here,
Crazy Thomas.
and it's like they just have dug into this part of the woods. There's 2 fires going. There are 6 tents. And you see at first, let's see how many druids. You see 4 druids. They're all dressed in long robes, and they are focusing on. 2 of them are pulling out pieces of holly, and it looks like they're stripping the leaves and the berries off and tossing the stems. One guy is standing watching them, and then the 4th, a woman, is seated by the fire, and it looks like she's roasting meat on a spit. And they all notice you.
I smell food.
You probably do.
Can I, as a druid, do I recognize what they're trying to do with the holly?
You don't know why.
We come in peace.
Yeah. Isn't Alistair the only one up there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. I come in peace.
Come in peace.
The big guy with the mask over his face, yes, it looks really peaceful to me.
I got rid of the mask a long time ago.
If you all are you all going up then
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the-
past Crazy Thomas?
Yeah, everybody else go on up first. It's gonna take me forever to climb this, no matter what.
Not
I can always pull him up.
Just tie the rope around my waist and lift me up like a dead weight.
There you go.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you
Like
all
the
do
bomber.
eventually get up there. Alistair, the woman seated on the ground, kind of waves at you and says, "Oh, visitors. Welcome.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Welcome
We
to the
come in
path.
peace. So this is the path.
This is the path. Welcome."
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit more about the path?
We are a family, and we've been following our and she points at the plants. We follow where they go.
Makes sense.
I turned to the rest of them. Yeah, they're insane.
I mean, it makes sense why I found the symbol in one of the bushes of those. And I just take it out, wave it a little bit like, this thing?
Okay.
Does this like ring any bells?
That laser focus, as soon as you pull that out. Oh, did you want to join our family?
I found this thing.
It grows
Sorry,
randomly. We've
what?
been trying to sow the seeds for many years. The soil here doesn't appreciate its gifts.
I'll just think about the family part.
That's fine. She goes, Are you hungry? Would you like dinner? We always feed our
Oh,
guests.
he said food. I
Just
Why
plopped
not?
right next to him like, yes, can I have
It looks
can
like
I
a
have
deer.
3 or 4 or 5?
Yeah, it looks like a deer that they've been roasting, and she loads up plates and hands them out. So, I assume if you're here, then you know about the curse
Oh god, there's always a curse, isn't it?
over the land.
Oh, yeah.
You're aware that he exists, and this is why so many people die.
Are you referring to Strahd?
Shh. You'll bring him down on us.
Just casually mentions his name.
Yeah, she said, oh, Voldemort. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, he did propose that he would teach me magic, so I'm still like, oh yeah, he's a buddy of mine.
Never make deals with the devil. He will lead you astray.
Right, Alistair? Hmm?
Why? I did nothing.
Amazing.
So nonchalant.
He's like, what the hell, dude?
I did nothing.
If you do not, she's like handing out the holly like little gifts. If you do not wish to go down the path completely, you can at least take the journey.
Wait,
mean,
there's
why
a wait. It splits into the
Oh.
path and a journey.
I see what's going on here. We're gonna smoke this, aren't we?
That's one way, yes. If you eat the
I
berries,
see.
you'll get very sick. But the leaves, however.
Mm-hmm. I'm very familiar.
Steve.
Sorry, that was the wrong voice. I'm very familiar. Okay then.
Magic
Adam is just gonna tuck that away.
Okay,
I
yep.
think, can you tell me at least where your path leads? I'd like to know my destination before I buy a ticket.
It depends on what you wish to see.
Is this
So
like, this is a spirit quest kind of thing,
It
isn't it?
is, yes. So sometimes what happens is when you ingest the smoke off of the leaves, it helps us stay out of danger.
Called it. So but this isn't gonna do anything for me, right? I'm just gonna have some kind of weird spirit quest thing where I see all this stuff, and then you're gonna be getting some sort of benefit.
You could see a path to a goal. You could see your dreams and how to achieve them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It sounds interesting to me. I
I'll
would-
tell
I
you
would-
what, every good trip needs a trip sitter, and Adam will happily take on that role. The paladin would normally do it, but they're off with the horse and the cart and stuff. And so, like, I'm just gonna hang out and watch you kids have a good time. And
The Drake wants to go on a trip, please.
Did it hurt you to say that, Steve?
a little bit. A little bit.
Oh,
The
fuck.
trip
Is it, I can
sitter
see him
needs to
just
have
holding back the
experience.
tears, like, you guys have fun.
Yeah.
Next time I'll be the trip sitter, okay? Don't worry about it.
Oh man, no. Adam just like knows he's gonna have a bad trip.
That's fair.
Is
I
that
mean,
good?
He speaks from experience.
Have you ever had a bad trip? It's not good.
They're life-threatening sometimes.
It's very not good. Let's just say that.
she starts pulling out of a woven basket that's on the other side of the camp, and she looks at the other people in the camp. And you do see there's actually a couple of kids in the one tent, and she says, "No, go back to bed. This is adult trip time. Go back to bed."
Or
This is grown-up drug time, kids.
Let's
And they're
go.
okay. And you do
you
see
get yours
Thomas
when you can sit and watch the Saturday
kind of
cartoons.
climb up and sit with you all, and just, "It's okay, Dad. It's okay," and sends him to bed. This woman's name is Satrono, by the way.
It's a try now.
She is the druid elder.
If you want, I can go read those kids a story. Kids love it when I read to them.
Do you always
Screams.
shout at them, though?
What are you talking about shouting? This is my regular volume.
So she pulls out of this basket wooden bowls and several pipes and starts grinding up the leaves, and then she pulls out a little bottle. It almost looks like it's not, but it has the same color as like liquid mercury, and pours a couple of drops into a bowl and then crushes up the leaves again, and pretty soon this little poof of kind of gritty looking smoke starts to rise, and she says, now we're ready. And she starts packing the pipes. Anyone who wants to partake can partake.
Me. Yeah,
do
let's go.
Okay, everybody but Adam then? Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
You hear Adam off to the
Take
side.
a
In the great green room, there was a telephone. And a red balloon.
Oh, God. And a
I
flying
was trying
pig.
to be president.
And the picture of the cow jumping over the moon.
Sweet Jesus. All right, so imbibing this, it takes a second to get used to the thick smoke. It's not unpleasant, though.
No, but I can definitely imagine me coughing, like, a lot.
Yeah, if you're not used to this, it's like the first time you smoke a cigarette and you're not used to it, and you're like,
Yep.
I'm a druid. I'm
Yep.
used to stuff
I'm
like
gonna
that.
be
What's your
like,
trick?
what
You
is
want to know
this?
something
Oh,
really
that's the
bad?
good stuff.
We
What's
druids,
your-
we trip balls all the
The
time.
first time I smoked a cigarette, I lit the thing and then I just like inhaled like so deep and I didn't cough. I was just like, oh my God. Oh,
Oh,
that's
God.
fantastic. I didn't know both my parents smoke.
Remember, kids,
Don't smoke. Don't smoke.
just don't do it.
Don't smoke let me be clear. Don't
Don't
smoke
do what we do.
cigarettes.
Yeah,
Don't smoke cigarettes.
or crack.
Or crack.
Crack is whack.
Or other things.
All
but-
right, so everyone ingesting needs to make a religion check for me.
I'm not good with
Yeah.
those.
I'm really bad at those.
This will be interesting.
25.
What? Natural
I'm a
fucking
nature-
20.
I'm a nature person, not a religion person. I rolled a
Alright.
7.
7.
Religion?
I'm nature,
Religion.
not religion.
This is
I-
actually a religious ceremony.
Yeah, can I do one from the
19.
outside looking in?
Sure.
Yes,
I
you're
got
tripping
a-
balls.
I got a
I've never
19.
seen this
Okay.
before.
Okay, what'd you get?
A 9. An 8.
No, it's interesting, Adam, but you don't have any idea what's going on, really, other than smoke makes you see things.
This is a very common ritual across religions.
All right. So, Urtorus, let's go low to high. With that, it's very calming. You start to feel very centered. Very hyper-aware almost. Just on the edge of paranoia. Like if you smoke the wrong kind of weed. Just on the edge of it. But then you start to feel very sleepy. And so you, Adam, you just see Urtorus just kind of, huh. And just
Oh,
zone
there's
out.
always one.
Yeah. Okay. But for you or Taurus, there's no great. This isn't your path.
No
And
vision, no nothing
no
like that.
vision.
Like,
There's no just a sense of, for the first time since you've been in Barovia, a sense of, oh, I can relax for a little bit.
I can take that.
Someone
I'll-
get that man some Doritos.
Pop-Tarts, something.
Is this considered a short rest?
Yes.
Okay, I take
At
a short
least.
rest. At least, if not
Some
a
of you are
full
going to be
rest, I
down a
don't know.
little longer.
Oh, damn.
Alistair, what'd you say? 19?
It's
Yeah,
a good kush.
19. Okay. Oh, this is fun. So,
Uh-oh.
as you sit there, you start to feel your hand loosen on your sword,
Mm-hmm.
which you would never do
Mm-hmm.
usually. And you do see your Taurus kind of lean into that feeling, and you start to feel that way as well. Like you're like, oh man, I'd like to feel that relaxed. And then as you're sitting there, there's this thing that's like, it hits you right in the middle of the forehead, this vision. And you see a long, pale hand wrapping gauze around, you're not sure at first, it's kind of hazy, around a wounded leg. And then you see it, there's an arrow through this person's leg. And this other person is wrapping the wound, trying to pull the arrow out, trying to stop the bleeding. And that hand wraps around the leg, and you just hear this feminine voice go, "Can I? It's already bleeding. Can I feed?" Freaking Steve out.
It's the tone.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
the tone.
I know. And then you hear a male voice go, "Yes, mistress, you may." And you watch this dark-haired woman whose eyes look just like yours leans in and bites this man's wound and starts drinking from it. Without a doubt, that is your mother.
Do I recognize anything in the surroundings? Do I just see them, or
It's
Is it a-
it's almost like scry, where you can focus just on a pinpoint. It's almost like you're seeing this through her eyes a little bit. And this overwhelming sensation, Alistair, that you need to feed right now washes over you. Adam, Alistair's starting to stand up.
I'm just gonna like casually walk behind him and kind of like put both my hands on his shoulders and just like ease him back down.
Okay. It's
Easy there, buddy.
not hard to do. He's very pliable right now.
Yeah. No,
He's
it's
big
just
guy, so
that gentle, controlled motion of just like we're just gonna sit back
okay.
down.
Yeah, and down you go. It's like you trip on ayahuasca. It's like no. Come
Nope,
back
nope,
down.
and
Down.
you're going back on the
You're
floor.
going back on the floor. Yep. But Alistair, you can smell blood behind you.
I turn around.
You know there's something there that's alive.
I'm gonna turn around.
Okay. You are or aren't? What did you say? I'm sorry.
I am turning
You are.
around.
Okay. When he turns on you, Adam, there's no aggression in the movement. It's like he's almost out of control of what he's doing. But you do see his eyes kind of flash red for a second.
I'm gonna get my decanter of endless water in hand.
Okay.
Just in safe. I'm gonna take one step back.
Okay. That living being, Alistair, pulls away from you, just not enough to like for you to want to swipe, but you know it's moved back. You don't recognize who this is. It's like you're just seeing an outline in red of living, breathing food.
Can I try to resist the urge?
Yes. So there's no resolve check in D&D. So I'm gonna have you make a wisdom save.
That's a 2.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
And if he tried,
Adam, you watch as Alistair starts to reach out, and it's like his hand grows claws for a moment and tries to swipe at you.
And I'm gonna need him to make a strength saving throw.
Hell yeah. You have
Another 2.
I was gonna say you
Another
have
two?
disadvantage, but we'll take that. So
Adam sees the hand come out and decanter of endless water. Geyser! Fire hose.
fire hose, yeah.
Not playing this game.
that's
Alistair,
a very good trick, though.
make another wisdom save with advantage this time.
Holy shit, I'm fucking so bad. I got a couple of 6s.
What's that total then?
Let me get it. Wisdom save is then 8.
Oh, okay. Not even average. All right. You
all
just
good.
watch Alistair get hit poo in the face with this geyser of water. And then he kind of stumbles back for a second and just passes out on the ground. You're alive, but unconscious.
Adam is a murderer.
Everything
Oh
happening.
my God, I'd be like, why am I so wet?
Yeah, well, everything happening has overwhelmed you, and you're not built to handle visions, especially something that aggressive and just incredible.
Okay.
And he's out for the count until y'all wake him up.
This is why we have
fair.
trip sitters.
Yep.
That's what happens when you have a bad trip.
That's what happens.
I'm having a good trip. I'm just asleep.
So-
I'm
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. You're in the comfort zone.
Bertoris is just cruising. He's solid.
We got him something to munch on. I gave him
He's
like some
alright.
heart attack or rations
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Just keep
Um,
nodding it.
And then, so Alistair, for mechanics' sake, you're going to take a point in vampire ancestry.
What does that mean?
This is my little spin on a madness mechanic for you. So what that
Madness.
means is that when you hit a certain point in vampire ancestry, your vampire nature is going to take over.
Oh,
Oh, kind of like how Masquerade does, like, what is it, like Beast?
Yes. Yep.
Or, yeah.
Exactly like that. I just immediately had the same idea.
Yep. So I've been ruminating on this for a little while. So good for you on failing your saves. It doesn't mean anything
thanks.
right now, but the smell and the sight of blood in great quantities would be a temptation. Regular battle, it's not going to be an issue, but pray you never find a barrel full of blood or something, basically.
One thing I have one still question on that.
Or like we
Did
walk
he
into
ever
a
have like
scene.
Yeah.
fangs like vampires and stuff, or did he have like normal teeth? As we talked to him, when we talked to Alistair.
What do you think, Alistair?
I have fangs.
Good to know.
They're
Mhm.
a little blunted. I mean, remember
Yeah.
he's a half. He's half. So
Are they like retractable?
He's not a viper.
I know. I'm just saying.
the Buffy
Just-
version of vampires, yeah.
It's the TV version of vampire,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like that's just
Oh, yeah,
that's,
yeah.
Okay.
Like
So
Twilight.
let's go over to Jezebel and
or
then
in
we'll
True
take a
Blood,
quick
the fangs
break.
are like their boners.
Oh God, I can't with that. Jezebel with a natural fucking 20. You start to feel that, and you're watching. It takes you a little bit longer to kind of get into that groove, and you start to feel relaxed. You start to feel like, oh, this isn't so bad.
Why haven't I discovered this before?
It's like when you eat like a brownie as opposed to like smoking.
Oh
Takes a
yeah.
little bit longer, but when it sets in, you're like, oh, there it is.
I'm good now. Yeah, I'm good here. I like it. You start to close your eyes as you feel yourself relax and start to drift off. You're like, I could go to bed right now. And then you see a swamp. Just murky green-brown water, dead trees with those like big gnarled roots that seem like they stretch for miles, like they're feeding off the swamp itself. Moss dripping from their branches, and in the middle of nothing in this swamp is a single house up on stilts. And there's a big hole in the roof, and occasionally you see this green light shoot up and out of the hole in the roof, and you hear this cackling.
Oh,
They know
okay.
not what they wrought. The
Wow.
sisters will find them.
Oh,
The sisters
shit.
will find them. The mother will find them. They turned her loose. Burned the windmill down, they did. So stupid.
Oh, God,
They come for it, though. I know they do. I know they come for it, and I will be here waiting. And that fades.
Fuck. So I had a bad trip.
You had an interesting one.
It's like, oh, I started off really good, and then it's like when you feel like your legs are falling down as you go to sleep. It's that kind of thing.
But with a natural 20, I will give you a reroll on a d20 that you can use whenever you want.
Okay.
So.
It's like
Inspiration points.
when
Yeah.
you start your trip and you sit down and you're watching something cool and you're like, yeah, I can get really into this. And then your roommate comes down and is like, let's watch a David Lynch movie.
Yep.
And you're like, oh God.
Yep.
Twin Peaks!
Or like, yeah, Event Horizon. That sounds something that we would enjoy, right?
I was
my
watching
God.
just like a video of a beach. Weren't even people. It was just a beach.
It's just waves!
And he's like, nope, it's Twin Peaks time.
Yep.
You're like, oh.
Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and take a quick break. So we'll take a 10-minute break, and then we will come right back. So see you
Cool
in about
beans.
10. right. We have all achieved caffeination who needed it. Okay, so Adam, are you going to meditate at any point, or
Is anybody gonna be like cognizant enough to watch? Or are they just like done?
they're done?
Oh
They're
fuck.
Taurus probably, with his natural metabolism as an elf, will probably come up out of it quicker. But
Yeah.
the other two are toast.
Okay, yeah, I assumed they were toast. If Arturus will come out of it quicker, I will wait until he's like out of it to trance.
It takes him a few hours, but Taurus, yeah,
Oh.
you feel like loose-limbed and good. Like you're just
Like the weights on my body's gone. Like
yeah.
good to
While
go.
I'm waiting for him to come to, I am gonna put runes into my book.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it considered a short rest or a long rest now? The thing
At
that I
this
had?
point, it would be a long rest for you.
Okay,
Yep.
so I can take back my spells. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep watch of them then while
Okay.
Adam takes a nap.
Alistair, every now and then in his you're like, wow, that must have been real good. The way he's passed out, just kind of like face down on a sleeping bag. Every now and then you
In
see
a
him
damp puddle.
like claw the ground a little bit, like he's having a real bad dream.
That's just step away from that. I'm not gonna approach. I'm just gonna take a look at everything, but not approach it.
Okay. Satrono, the woman, the leader of the small clan, pats you on the shoulder. How was it?
It was mediocre. I didn't see anything. I just felt sleepy and.
It happens
Well-
sometimes. Sometimes you have to open up all your channels to go on the journey to the path.
Yeah, man, it really helps if you know the guy you get it from. Sometimes you just get a bad batch.
God damn it, Adam!
that was not.
experience talking.
But
That's
that
interdimensional
was
traveler
Adam.
Tommy Chong.
Just don't worry. You can always take some with you once you leave our presence, and try again.
I could, yeah. I wouldn't mind.
We keep these as gifts, and she basically gives you like your own little kit.
Yes. A
Yeah,
pod.
man, we sell these little kits.
So how many smokes could I take out of it, of that kit? Like 1, 2.
You would let's see. So you would get.
Oh, so let me
3.
tell you how this works. You pay $25 for one. You pay $50 for 3.5 kits, but you pay 100 for 7. And then when you get 15 kits, it's 150.
You get a freebie. It's a stamp. It's a punch card for everyone.
Yeah.
So you would get 3. I rolled a d4 on it. And then she does give
Got
you a
it.
little advice, which is that if you want to ever harvest it in the wild, and she shows you exactly what the leaves should look like. She says, these would be bad. These would hurt you a lot. And she shows you the leaves are like a bright green. You wait. You can pick them then, but wait until they dry and they mature and they look like this and like the darkest forest green. Then they're safe.
I could pick up my own weed. Yes.
Basically, yeah. Yep.
There's so many comments.
Her Taurus is going to, when all of this is done, take these plants back to his plane or wherever it is and start his own
crossbreeding
dispensary.
them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I got this dank kush from over Barovia. Let's go smoke, you know?
We only hire wood elves for the finest quality.
I'm a wood elf.
There it is.
I know what quality is.
All the weed jokes.
I am also a wood elf.
Oh, damn!
Yep. It'd be interesting. So she gives you that and just says, and then if you ever need help, just find us. Follow the path.
The path to the path.
Really, you just need to follow the smoke signals.
Just a cloud, a haze.
Just follow the sound of people screaming and having a bad time.
No, Dave's not here, man.
Come back when he is. All right. So, Adam, you'll go into a trance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
when you do this, are you reaching out for anything specific?
No, I am actually like doing the opposite of reaching out.
Okay.
I, especially in Barovia, like Adam knows better than to like open yourself up to like just come on in, everybody.
Yeah.
Give me some weird fucked up dreams. I kind of wish I had like circle of like magic circle or something like that, next level. Because he would totally like magic circle the ground and be like, "Fuck this." But no, he goes inward.
Okay.
When Adam trances, like, because it's like more, that meditative, like restorative bit. I imagine that in his mind, he just walks mazes. Because the worst thing that's going to happen is he's going to keep walking.
Yeah.
The devil you know is better than the one you don't.
Fair enough. Okay.
And the walls keep him safe.
Also fair. The maze tonight looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing ooky spooky about it. When you do round one corner, you swear you see a flash of someone standing there, and then you kind of shake your head and you look again, and it's gone.
Yeah, I'll just take the next left, and then the next right, and
There
then
you
the next
go.
right, and then the next left, and then the next
Yeah.
left.
Cheat code.
Walk a little faster.
Yep. There's another flash of someone, and this time it looks like a woman in a long, like dark blue dress,
Mm-hmm.
and she's wearing a crown.
Mm-hmm. Careful, you're gonna get lost.
Where am I?
You're in a maze. Welcome.
Is this? But where am I?
Well, like I said, and he like gestures around at like the walls and shit. You're in a maze.
But I shouldn't be
No,
here.
you shouldn't be here. This is my maze.
I'm dead. I shouldn't be here.
Oh shit, am I dead? Did I have a heart attack in my trance?
No, I don't know you.
Adam is like bashing on his chest.
Trying to start himself back up.
I feel like I still got the old tinker working. One more heart attack.
Have you seen my son?
Who's your son?
His name is Strahd. Have you seen him?
Yeah. Yes, I have, ma'am. I've met your boy.
No, wait. No, I met Sergei. I'm sorry.
Sergey. Oh, do I? Have I?
No.
No. I know a Sergey, but I don't know if he's your Sergey. Mine works in a warehouse by the docks.
Name's Rico. Can you show me the way out? Just point. I'll figure it out.
He points up.
Just fly, woman.
I don't know why that
And he just kind of shrugs. There kind of isn't one.
Kind of nods. Just, I think I can figure that out. And she starts climbing stairs you don't see.
That's about right.
And
And he's not even
disappears.
gonna bother trying to follow her up the stairs. Like he knows that they're not for him.
Yeah. And she kind of shimmers and fades. And then you come out of your trance. Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll keep padding along for a little bit.
By the time morning rolls around, or Taurus, you do see Jezebel kind of shake herself awake, and Alistair's been drooling on himself and making scratch marks in the ground.
I'll just get breakfast ready for everyone already with like the cloudy
The
and
Druids
everything.
already are busy on that.
Citrono. Okay, good, perfect.
Yeah,
I
the
just
kids
gotta,
are
like,
out
secure
running
space,
around,
everything.
and there are more Druids here now. Like, over the night, they all kind of started stumbling into camp. So now this camp has grown from a few tents to about 15.
Well,
And it's like they all separate for a little while, and she kind of tells you, we all go our own directions sometimes, but they also know where home is. It's the path.
It's the path.
We are the Druids of the path. We keep our own path to stay safe and stay away from him.
The one we can't say the name of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but the one that Jezebel has no problems doing.
Yeah.
I
Strahd!
probably would take the food, like, waft the smell towards Jezebel and Alistair.
There you
Come
go.
on, wake up. Come on.
They do eventually rouse. Alistair, you have the worst headache.
Yeah,
I bolt
I'm-
right up,
I'm gonna just
like at the smell of food.
punch the ground and just say no.
You guys, I had like the weirdest dream, Jezebel says, while laughing.
Are you sure you're still not smoking?
I know, no, really, it was like the weirdest dream, guys. There was literally like, I saw this swamp. I have no idea where the swamp is. Somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then there was like this house in the middle of the swamp. And there was like this green light popping out of it. And I heard this lady talking about the sisters. You remember the sisters?
The Pie Ladies.
Yes!
The pie ladies.
Why am I
She was
wet?
talking about that. Do we know
Normally
that
I'm
woman?
a fan of small business, but not that one.
I mean, she said that you could see visions. I guess it's a message. If I could interpret it right. I didn't have anything. I just slept. It was amazing.
Wait, so I had a vision?
I guess so. In my druid clan, we would call it a vision, yeah.
You tripped your balls off.
Yeah, just like what he's right there.
But why am I
Wow.
wet? Just
I don't
gonna
know. Why or what?
leave my hand up.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, you don't need some kind of god to give you a crazy vision. All you gotta do is people give you the right leaves they prepared.
And I can gather some more if you want.
Religion,
We can smoke all day long if you guys want to.
We're good here. We're just gonna stay with the druids.
Again, not as Adam. Don't tempt me.
As you all are gathering your things and getting ready to move on, Crazy Thomas comes over the path and holds up a piece of paper, and on it he's drawn a symbol. It looks like and he's colored in the middle circle, so there's a small circle in the middle that looks like he's smeared like berries on or something to make it red. There's another symbol, another circle on the outside of that, larger, and off of the circle it looks like pointed blades, like the sun. The path.
Is he referring to the Sun Festival?
It looks like that.
Yeah.
The path. Important. Useful. Good to keep him away.
I will take it. Yes, him. Ooh.
Yeah. And then he toddles off.
Toddle
Like
away.
Crazy Toms do.
You know, like you do. So, would you all like to get back on the road then?
Yeah, before
let
I
you-
grab.
We should
a
probably go
lot of
find the
food,
paladin
so-
that we left alone out in the woods.
She has found you.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Horses are fine, cart's fine, stretches. Sleeping in armor is not a good way to go. Don't make me do that again.
Perfect.
Yeah, I agree. Just holding my head.
Yeah. Oh, it hurts. Plate sticking. Oh, all right. Let's go. So, back on the road then, I'm assuming, unless someone wants to...
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you made your way...
On the road again.
Eventually, when you followed Crazy Thomas, you got a little past piece, so you have to... You spend about an hour getting back on the main road, and looping through the rest of this Vallaki woods. Let me see here real quick, because my notes taker thing just failed me, so that's cool. That's what I got the book for. Just want to check something real quick here.
27 wolves appear.
Yeah.
You get mauled. You're all
And
dead.
You die. Okay. So I will actually move you all ahead to the crossroads at R at this point.
Okay.
So a couple more days pass. This is known as the Raven River Crossroads.
I need to know how many more days.
For his Book of Doom problem.
With
To know how
that,
many more runes
you
go in
would
the book.
be at almost 3.
3 days?
Yeah.
Like 3 more sleeps?
2 more sleeps. You're on your 3rd day.
Okay, 2 more sleeps. Perfect. It's
Yep.
another 8.
I'm terrified. So this is
bomb.
where the road starts to split in multiple directions. The branch that heads north leads to Lake Baratok. There's the branch that heads south, leading to the Zelenka Pass into the mountains. And then there's the southwestern branch that leads to the Wizard of Wines, and there is a sign that points that direction for the Wizard of Wines. My cat is doing something crazy. What are you doing? Just pulled her collar off. That's fine. Be naked. Trying to see if there's anything else interesting. Nope. So you are about equidistant. Well, no, you're closer to Krezk than you are Wizard of Wines by about a day.
Mm-hmm. So we're still continuing going to Krezk, right?
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
That was my idea, yeah.
I mean, why don't we... I don't know. Why don't we get rid of this cart and then... I don't know. You're right. Let's go to Krezk first.
Krezk is like pretty harmless, I think.
So
That's
I guess
funny.
here's my question. Based on this yellow line on this map,
Yeah.
which I'm assuming is our projected route,
Kinda, yeah.
we're going to take this cart through the woods?
That was her being like just general like
Okay.
notes on where we're going.
Okay.
We're following
Great.
the road
okay.
every time.
Okay. All right. Never mind. That
Right here,
resolves.
right there.
Go to Krezk first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
She's eating.
To Krezk.
Okay. So you're going there.
The
All right.
Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Yes, you do know that there's an abbey there.
Hmm
One thing I noted down.
We need to hit that abbey.
All right.
And we must Queen of Diamond, Wedding Bell or Death Bell, don't forget that.
Yeah, that's like there might be a relic in Krezk.
And
There's
there's an item somewhere there. And woman who is more than the cards. Keep that
There's
in
a
mind while
bell.
we go in there. Yeah, Bell. And a woman that is more than the cards. Whatever. Keep that in mind while we're in there. Just saying.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to check one more thing.
It's an ally, so it's a person.
Yeah.
And it's the Tempter card.
Find the woman that is more than
too
the sum of her
many.
parts.
Things in the back of my other stuff. What the heck is that? Okay. I got it. All right. So we'll go ahead and skip ahead. You all do manage to get around a pack of wolves that seems to be following you at one point. Managed to shake them off. And leading into Krezk, you can see even from a pretty fair distance, there is a wall around this village. If my thing will do what I want it to do.
That makes sense. I mean, Barovia is pretty much like that.
Yeah. So, Krezk is an area that's heavily fortified. It sits near the edge of Strahd's domain, and you can actually see, you've been told before about the Barovian mists that keep people living in this land. You can see them off in the distance. It's like it's drawn this border around the area that Strahd controls. The walls here are probably better than the walls in Vallaki, which is surprising. But this does sit on the edge of the domain. The gates are open as you are approaching in the daytime. There are guards, and sitting high up on the hill is a building that you assume to be the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Oh, that's actually their new club. It's called Hill.
Oh, wow.
but spelled with one L.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's
Just
see if I have
wave
my,
at the guards.
I have my map here. They don't seem to really. They notice you, and there's curiosity on their faces, but they're busy corralling sheep that have gotten out, and they're trying to hustle the sheep back into the gates.
Interesting.
So I call to them as we approach, like, it's okay, we can enter, right?
Yes, but all who enter need to speak to the abbot.
We need to go to the abbot.
Yes.
Where is it?
And
Where's
he
that?
points up to the.
Perfect. We needed to talk to him anyway.
Just check with him. He likes to know all who pass through our gates, and if you displease him, you'll know.
Good to know.
Okay.
Ominous.
See, we can at least take him to not be maybe the most pompous of men. You have to assume that with these religious types, the titles they pick for themselves say a lot about them. For instance, he could have been a prior. That's a pretentious, shitty fucking term.
He's going on this rant over and over again now.
Yeah. Abbot's kind of humble. It's got like a nice ring of the people about it. I don't mind an abbot as much. Monsignor, fuck right off.
Oh man. Okay. The hill leading up to the abbey has been well maintained, even in the middle of the snow, and you actually do see a couple of villagers actively shoveling and getting the paths cleared as the snow just keeps falling and falling. So they're working quite hard. They tip their hats at you as you walk up. The village is fairly small, and you get a good view of it from about halfway up the hill. It's about 30 houses. You see a couple of small shops. You know, they've got their shingles hanging out. There is a tavern, and you see several villagers out with the livestock. You see kids running around. So for a Barovian village, it looks fairly normal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So they're definitely not participating in this Festival of Sun thing.
Oh, that's a
I think that's
Vallaki thing.
Yeah.
Definitely a
No.
Vallaki
No.
thing.
Okay. Well, I
No
guess we're
crazy
going up
bear
to
beer.
the abbey.
Okay. All right, so to the abbey then. This building, I have to get my little thing here. As you approach the large double wooden doors that are closed, you do see in the window up above the door a face kind of peer out real quick. You just see a flash of eyes and then they disappear again. And as you approach, the abbey's bell rings out.
Tong,
Yeah.
tong, tong.
That's a signal.
Guess that means.
I think we found the bell.
Does this
What
mean
to do
we
with
can
it?
enter?
They should knock first. That's polite.
Just I want to have my hand on the.
Were you raised in a barn?
No, of
I've
course.
noticed a weird trend with adventuring parties. You all just seem to go to people's houses. You just assume that stuff is yours. I knew a dude in this place called Skyrim. He would just walk in, take all your shit, and leave. And then he would go to the house next door, take all their shit, and leave.
Well, it's
Anyway.
not as bad as a guy named Link that I know
Oh my
of. He just come
God.
and wreck things.
Smashing pots, I know that little shitbag.
He doesn't
You
even
broke my
speak. He's
chamber
just like
pot
screaming
for
around.
gold.
Oh my goodness.
I saw a great fan theory. That all the chamber pots in Legend of Zelda that you're breaking, all the pots in Legend of Zelda you're breaking for gold are in fact chamber pots, and that's why there's so many pots.
Ah. That's disheartening.
So, is someone knocking?
I'll knock.
The door, just
a
as
small
you
knock.
get like the second knock in, the door flies open, it swings inward, and a woman comes out, kind of just agitated. She's tall, got long, dark, curly hair, and she's wearing very nice leather armor. She has a rapier on one hip, a short sword on the other, and a crossbow on her back. And
Holy
she
shit.
gets pulled up short when she sees all of you. I wouldn't. Just don't. And she starts to and huffs off down the road, starts to walk away.
Nice
She the
meeting
abbot?
you.
Are you the abbot? He'll like yell after her.
She turns around. Wait. Gets a better look at all of you. She's scanning weapons and looking at your garb. Yeah, close that door.
Yeah, you're gonna let flies in. And he shuts the door.
Okay. I mean, he already knows you're here, but... Did you just wander in to the village?
Yep.
Yeah, the guard said it was okay.
Huh.
This facepalm is Adam.
This... Oh. Yeah. You know he's crazy, right? Like, the abbot is insane.
We know a lot of crazy folks here.
Yeah,
I
Barovia
did not
does
know
that.
he was crazy though. That is information. That is new.
We didn't know that, no.
What kind of crazy is he? There's a lot of kinds of crazy.
She looks around. Follow me.
Do we have to? Okay.
Let's
She
just follow.
peels off the main path and actually starts to walk down the hill away from the village.
Like on the other side of the abbey.
Like on the other side of the abbey, yeah.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
says, I've been watching because I knew something was up. I just didn't realize he was in cahoots with Strahd.
Oh, that kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you know that?
Okay. Well, all right. So she actually pulls you up. She's got a wagon parked with two horses, kind of parked off in the woods a little bit. I've been trying to get through to him to convince him to not use his people to serve Strahd, and apparently that was futile. So I thought he had better sense than that. He was supposed to be a good man. I don't know what happened.
How is he using his people to serve
These
Strahd?
kinds of things happen to people of religion. More than you would think.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Adam
Uh,
looks very smug.
My name is Esmeralda. I was the apprentice of Rudolf van Richten. He and I had a disagreement about how to go about ridding this land of Strahd, and I struck out on my own, and since then I've been trying to hunt down Strahd's allies. And you look strong and capable, and I could use some help.
Jezebel starts to chuckle nervously. Yeah, Adam too.
I'm pretty strong. I'm okay.
Strong.
I'm
Just
strong.
going to go like,
I don't know about you, but I'm like a willow tree. A strong breeze and I just snap everywhere.
Yeah, the abbot, if you're looking for help, you're not going to find it here.
What
I
will
think
we
we're
find
like
here?
A lot of crazy and a lot of mongrel folk.
Mongrel what?
The
What-
abbot
what now?
has been doing experiments on people.
Oh.
Say what now?
what kind of experiment?
He grafts limbs on them.
What?
He tries to... It's horrific. I didn't even know. He shows it off. He'll show you the madhouse.
He reanimates people probably.
That is my assumption. I've not seen it in action, but how else would you get 3 arms on someone?
At the mention of undead, Adam gets a little infuriated. We're gonna burn it down.
You want me to fireball it?
Not yet. Honestly, I think this would be easier because we have to assume that when we burn this place to the ground and spread the ashes to the wind so that it can never be rebuilt, that the people of town are going to be pretty pissed off.
It's It's not. You have to. These people who are being used, it's not their fault.
Right. I don't want to kill them, and that's why I don't want to leave a wagon in town.
But the madhouse is attached to the abbey. Like you set one on
I
fire.
get that.
Okay.
No,
I'm just
we're
making
gonna
sure.
burn the whole thing down. The good
entire
people, I
village.
assume. So, am I looking at the village in the picture right now?
You're looking at the wall and the fortification, and the abbey up above.
So the abbey, like the village. Okay. So I might be misunderstanding this. I'm working on the impression. Abbey itself is like just the abbey on that hill,
Yep. The abbey
And
and,
then-
the madhouse
and the actual village are down
beyond the wall.
behind the wall.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just burn down the abbey and the madhouse. The village should be fine. It's not going to go down the hill in the snow. Probably.
Probably.
Probably. I don't know.
You could also use the Book of Doom.
I'm not a firefighter. No, the Book of Doom has a
Oh my
later
God.
purpose. It's not
A
even
later
done
purpose.
yet. It's not even done yet.
It's not even done yet.
I think we could use some more precision devices to take this down.
Look, we're obviously going to have to go in and kill a bunch of shit. For sure. That's absolutely got to happen first. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a Juzzy and find the strategic places to start fires so that we do a controlled burn and we definitely don't catch the village on.
Side note, that controlled burn was not very controlled.
Hey, you know what? I didn't see any burning villages around it. I didn't see anything else burned down. So, win Juzzy.
Walk away.
She says, "Why did you even come here? Why come all the way to the ass end of Barovia?"
We were
Oh.
curious.
Because I think you will appreciate this. We want to kill Strahd.
Uh-huh.
And we
And,
got a vision to go
Yes.
here.
Uh-huh.
We were told to come to an abbey to find a woman, and Adam who is more than the sum of her parts.
Cards.
Whatever that means.
Well,
And you want to kill Strahd. We want to kill Strahd. I don't really put much stock into prophecy, but I do put a lot of stock into that crossbow.
she just kind of laugh at that. I've hunted vampires quite a bit.
Same here. Same here.
Eyeballing Alistair very closely.
Mhm.
And then
I hate the undead with the fiery passion of 1,000 stars.
same, friend, same.
High five.
No, pass.
Adam will do it to himself.
There you go. Self 5.
Yeah. Fine. Time to show himself some love.
There you go. I don't know about the vision thing. I don't put a whole lot of stock in that. That's my
Either.
people's kind of thing, but sure.
At least it's an ally, maybe. If
I
you
mean,
trust us.
if you're here to hunt anything that allies with Strahd, I'm with you. But the abbot has hundreds of people inside that abbey.
And are those people on his side?
I don't know. A lot of them, I assume, are innocent.
So we can probably persuade them to leave while they burn the place to the ground.
Doubtful.
Kill the person that we are supposed to kill. I bet he's gonna maybe he was influenced and the magic disappears, and
I
then
think-
everything will be back to normal.
I've noticed that people think people are more suggestible than they really are. Like,
I think we
we're not
cut
just
off
gonna
that
go
last
roll
thing.
in and tell them like, "Hey, you're in a cult. You should leave," and they're gonna be like, "I'm in a cult. I should leave."
Call your
Because
dad.
if that would work, they would realize, "Oh fuck, I'm in a cult," and we wouldn't have to tell them, and they would just leave. Now, let me tell you a little
Alright.
story about a place called Jonestown.
Oh god.
Oh,
my god.
no.
This goes on his entire rant now.
See, they shot a congressman.
Yeah.
Everyone forgets that part. They're always like, "Oh, the suicide part," but they forget that it started with they shot a congressman
Right.
and killed him.
I think we all can all agree that the abbot must die.
I am 100% in agreement with that. How you go about it is going to be tricky. The abbot wields power. He is the authority in Krezk. So you have to assume that everyone obeys him.
Okay. When you first met him, how was he guarded then? Did
Well,
any
he
guards?
has Cloven with him at all times.
Who's that?
Huh. Oh, you missed him up in the bell tower, did you? Cloven is a very tall, very strong, two-headed man
Huh.
whose entire
As they
duty is to protect the abbot.
I can handle him.
He's about 7.5 feet tall.
I
Yeah,
am
I'm
less
out.
positive I can handle him.
So it's just know he has a bodyguard at all times, and usually more than just Cloven. I'm here I'm trying to convince the abbot that he needs to, let people go and stop doing these awful things. And the thing about the abbot is that you can talk to him all you want. You can disagree with him all you want, and he never gets angry. It's very creepy.
Huh.
He has like a preternatural patience.
You should definitely watch the 3rd season of Castlevania.
Yes.
I'm getting so many vibes. It's great. I'm so
Oh
into it.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, I'm with you, but we can't go in
Well,
crossbows
do you-
blazing.
of course, I'm getting that impression. Do you know the abbot's routines?
That's a good question. That's the
In
problem.
player speak, I want to know if this dude takes a walk every day, if we know
Right.
which bedroom is his.
Says, I know he spends a lot of time away from the grounds that I can assume is probably underground.
Oh, you cut out right there.
Oh, sorry. I said she thinks he spends a lot of time underground. I've heard that there are some tunnels under the abbey, but because there's no way that hundreds of people live in the abbey. They must be living somewhere else.
Would you say that the innocent ones are the ones that are probably upstairs?
I have no idea.
I think we
How
should
many
go up and have
people-
a chat.
All right, I need to drop Adam's voice for a second so like I can actually form a plan because like it's hard to do it. You know what? Fuck it. No, commit, Steven. So like, how many people would you say are walking around upstairs like regularly, just in the time that you've been here?
Anywhere between
More-
probably 50 and 75.
It's not enough. Damn. I'm gonna go back to thinking.
But the folk wander the grounds. They garden. They take care of the cattle. They go into the village. They build more walls on the abbey, and the abbey has its own walls that you can see in the picture, and the walls are taller than the village's walls.
We need to do something that will draw as many of them off of the abbey as possible. Because if there's tunnels, we can close that. Like, we don't need to burn down and whatever's in the tunnels is not going to go out to respond to an external threat initially. Because those are going to be like abominations. Those are going to be the shits they don't want people to see. So like, if we could set, I'm still on fire because it is the universal motivator. If we could set a fire, a big enough fire, that would force a lot of them to go deal with it, and then maybe more of them to evacuate. And then we can go into the tunnels.
Could try
Somehow.
that.
But we should honestly go get rid of the wine first, and then come back and do that.
I guess.
You said that there are livestock in the
Mhm.
village.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we could try to herd them out so more people would try to deal with that?
You'd like create a stampede?
Yeah.
I like that.
Possibly. Most of the cows live on the abbey's grounds.
Oh,
The
fuck.
sheep and the chickens are in the village.
Oh, fuck. I have it. Here we go.
I'm scared.
We are going to use the book, but not on the person.
Oh,
We're going to use it on the walls.
Oh shit.
We're going to blow open a hole in the wall where the cattle are. We're gonna get Artorias, you can turn into a wolf.
In many things too, yeah.
Yeah, wolf is you're gonna wolf it out and get them cattle out of there. And that should be pretty damn distracting. It should be pretty damn distracting. We blow open a hole in the wall and the cattle go through it. 2 things. Now if we can add a third, like a fire.
Jesse.
I could technically make a lightning storm appear.
Lightning sets fires.
I can't throw a fireball. I can't
That's also
guarantee where I'll aim.
I would prefer that because I'm gonna be like wolfing it out.
Yeah,
So,
feel free to suggest other options. I'm just spitballing here.
I like that plan.
Honestly, we haven't even decided if we are full on assaulting this place yet.
I could technically also just make a few undead people. Like,
Nope. No.
attack.
No undead.
no,
No.
that might lure
Nope.
Strahd.
No undead. Too far. All we're doing
Yeah.
is property destruction,
Property destruction.
but no
That's-
necromancy.
No
Maybe a
necromancy.
little
Okay.
murder. There
Okay.
may be a little murder
Oh
involved,
my
but
God.
no
No
necromancy.
necromancy, but destroying buildings is fine.
Yes.
Their murder didn't.
As
anyone?
I'm hoping Esmeralda has things to contribute to this, because I
Well-
honestly, if we have another way to blow up the wall, I don't want to waste my book.
She says, what if, the thing is that I don't know who's innocent and who's not. And no matter what, if you're playing with elements, you're going to hurt somebody. And the abbot, this is just a gut feeling. I don't think he's a vampire, but I think he's something much more powerful than just an old man. And so if you
Yeah,
blow up a wall,
I don't want innocent lives on my conscience.
I don't either. And
I
that's
would-
my sticking
I-
point.
I still don't know why we should assault his place, to be honest. Like,
Right.
he's a bad guy, yeah, but just if we remove the curse that's here, he should maybe go back to normal and everything should be fine. I mean, the people seem to be alive and happy, the villagers, so I guess they can still survive a little bit longer.
Wait, did you say something about someone the sum of their parts?
Yeah.
He meant a woman who is more than the cards.
Yeah, there's a woman in there. The abbot always keeps her close. I don't know her name. I only kind of spotted her, but the abbot treats her like a child. In one of those, like, ah, yes, dear, now you can go away type of things. It's very creepy.
What does he look like?
What was that?
What does he look like?
The abbot or the woman?
The woman.
The woman, long red hair, always dressed really nicely. Doesn't seem to be all there. The few glimpses I caught of her, she looks real, like, glassy-eyed. So I don't know if he's drugging her and keeping her there or what, but she's got stitches in different spots where you can see them, like stitches around the shoulder and like around the
Some
ankle.
of her parts.
What do you guys say about us going up there and talking to him? See if we can get the lay of the land.
I think it's better that we plan like that instead of just charging.
I
So we can also scope around about the people who are, the bad guys and who are the good guys.
I could technically transform into a spider and sneak in to get a scope of the place, if you guys want to.
Well, I don't want you getting stomped on by a 7-foot man with 2 heads.
There's a proposal. I can sneak in as a spider.
I know it'll really piss him off.
A
Same.
book.
No. So there's a line of cleric reasoning here that Adam has been thinking about while I've been researching it. When you have like a holy site, you can hallow it. how you if you that's like yeah, you can hallow it, which is like 5th level spell. It's like pretty dope if you can set it up. It's a role play thing, and it's very not normally used by players. I don't know. I'm assuming that this abbey was hallowed and has now been unhallowed. It has been reverse hallowed, so to speak. I would eventually like to try to dispel that, because that will really piss them off.
And then hollow it back. I can dispel magic.
Hallow, yeah, we might be able to dispel like the negative hallow if it's there. I again don't know if it's there or not. I don't know about re-hallowing it in like the positive context, simply just because it's a casting time of 24 hours. We would need a day. We would need a day to do it. It's why it's not, no one will see players doing it. But unhallowing it would piss them off a lot. If you look at the description, like even in 5e, it gives you a shitload of benefits. If it's there, again, I don't know if it's there or not. I'm not close enough to detect magic.
I got a really stupid plan that might work.
But talking is a good idea too.
The stupid plans are the best ones. Let's go.
I could try to convince him that I work for Strahd.
Oh,
I'm like an inside man.
Yeah.
a double agent.
Yeah.
That might actually help.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
If you guys want 2 people in there, I could hide inside of his like coat or something as a small animal and be like his pet.
It's familiar.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
So
That
we
way
could
he
have
has
like 2
backup,
inside
too.
people. Yeah.
I like that plan.
It's a
Stupid plan for the wins.
Like that. That's actually not it's not a stupid plan. It's a good plan. It's better than my plan.
Better than boldly charging in and wrecking everything.
I could also check with like detect magic if it's magical or not, or if it's unhollowed, how you describe it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good plan.
So what would I be telling him to do then?
You could just ask and just tell him like, hey, I'm here. I'm working for Strahd. I was told to come and see how things are going.
Yeah, that might work.
I'm just here to check how you're working for him. He hasn't received anything recently, okay? Something
Yeah,
just
he just like
come up with
he just wants to he wants to know what's up and everything. So you can just keep on checks with him.
Yeah, I can do that. I could try that.
Is that the
It's not a
plan
bad
then?
plan. I think so. Yeah. What should Adam? What should we do then in the meantime? And Esmeralda.
and honeycut.
Yeah, and honeycut.
Yeah, honeycut. Yeah.
Sharpen my fangs.
What we should do is go
Should we
down and
to
go
the
ahead.
village?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. We should go to the
Should we
village
Then talk to the villagers.
and see if there's any of them that are not pro Abbey.
Yes.
On the sly.
Yeah.
Let's
We
get
can
yourself.
just tell. We can just tell we're with Alistair, and we're like, we're just seeing if things are alright or not.
Yeah, we don't know why we're here. We came with our friend who came on business.
Yes.
That's super vague. And when they say, what's the business? We're going to say he's up at the Abbey doing the business. And they're going to say, oh, it's that business. You're fine.
That's a solid plan.
And honestly, that also gives us another in, because if they're like, oh, they're up at the Abbey, that's who we want to talk to.
Yeah.
So let's split off here a little bit. Alistair,
Yeah.
Yes.
are you going up by yourself?
I think our Taurus is going to turn into something creepy and crawly and go inside my armor.
Okay.
Either that, or I can either hide myself instead of your arm, or just present myself as your familiar. However
You
you
can't
want
go
it.
as a bat. Yeah, I was going to say, if you could turn into a bat, I mean, boom.
That would be cool, but I can't fly.
This is my
That's
flightless bat.
It's
just a ferret.
You could turn into a wolf then.
I can also be a centipede.
This
Can
is
I-
my.
Can I use my knowledge from the book if vampires usually keep wolves as a familiar?
You know that Strahd has many wolf familiars. You've encountered them.
Hmm.
I
So
could
that
have
is
looked
not
up-
out of the realm of logic.
And I have seen them, so I can wild shape into them
Mhm.
because I have
Yeah.
to see something. So I could
I like that.
specifically take those wolves and be like, "Hey, I'm one of Strahd's wolves. What's up? I'm a dog."
I want
I like
to
that.
make the note that if you are going to try to present yourself as Strahd's emissary, you might not want to approach in the day.
Good call.
'Cause vampires-
Just as a point of order.
Alternatively, you could present yourself as a very useful emissary who can present himself in the day.
Yes, that's also a very good point.
because
As
not
long
ev-
as you roll a good persuasion check.
Yeah, that's all dependent on your persuasion check. I'm sure the check was easier if you wait till nighttime.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's all up to you. I'm ready to go when you are.
Let's wait until night then.
Okay. So you're going to wait until night. So then while they're doing that and they're preparing and trying to figure out what they want to say, the rest of you, are you hanging out with Alistair and Ertoris, or are you going into the village?
I think wait with them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wanna
I think
make
we
sure.
wait until nightfall. Yeah, wait until
might-
the
we
last
might get
possible
some of the-
second to split.
Should
Yeah.
we like? You could technically like while it's daytime, go up there and like present yourselves like, "Hey, we are new to the city and stuff like that," because he wants to meet the people that enter. So then he sees you as good people while we wait out here, and then you come back and we went to nightfall.
My concern is that Adam won't keep it together.
True.
We've established he wants to burn this whole place to the ground.
And I'm concerned that Jezebel will just wreck
Eat
shit
him.
up.
If he
Oh.
asks
Either-
about us
either
while we're
eat
in there,
him-
just tell him we're your blood bags.
Mm.
Could work, yeah.
Just tell him, yeah, that's why you keep us around.
I bring
You
my
like my
groceries
blood's
everywhere.
vintage because I'm an old elf, right? Like, it's kind of aged like a fine wine. And this one just eats everything, so you get a different flavor every time.
And the paladin is very exquisite because she's religious.
Yeah, exactly. The paladin is like, that's like some top tier shit.
Top tier shit.
That's like 74 Latour.
Just gonna bite my lip and just like.
Honestly,
yeah.
I think the more over the top piece of shit you go, the more like I'm a vampire. You go with this guy, the easier time you're gonna have dealing with him.
All right.
I'm just
I
gonna
got
woof a few
this.
times. Don't worry about it.
Before he goes up there and before we leave though, I will enhance ability Eagle Splendor.
Okay.
On him. So you have advantage on charisma based checks.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And before he talks, I'm gonna use guidance too.
Okay. Very good. So you're going
Just
up
roll it up.
Ertoris, you're going as one of the silver wolves.
Yeah, like I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder because I can't use spells while I'm transformed yet.
Right.
So I'm gonna tap on the shoulder, use guidance, and then instantly transform into a wolf.
Okay.
Right before like something happens.
So, Alistair, in the evening, the Abbey is very dark at first, and then as you approach, you start to see candles being lit in the different windows, kind of giving you a little bit more light to see by, but you have dark vision, so it's not so bad. And there's no bell signaling your approach, the doors are shut, and you can
Before
knock.
we enter, can I just do something too?
Mhm.
Can I use detect magic to see if anything that Adam told me about the hollowing and stuff is on the
Oh,
premise?
okay. You do not detect any magic on the
Okay, good
grounds.
to know. Good to know. Good to know.
I have my hood over my head and I'm going to knock.
Yeah, just
verbally.
my thing on Hollow is the player version is like 60-foot radius and is kind of like meh, why are you even bothering? I always I assume that DM versions are like, nope, this whole abbey, right? Like this whole big area. And like, if it's not there, it's not there. If it's good, I like to think of it though, because if we run into it, it's gonna fuck us.
Yeah, as far
And-
as Arturus can tell, it's not there.
Okay.
And I'm going to use guidance, and don't forget the guidance buff. And then Silver Wolf.
So you're gonna knock.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
So you knock, and it takes about 30 seconds or so, and then the door opens just a little bit, and you see a younger man, human, very handsome. He's got a dark blonde beard, neatly trimmed. He's got long, dark blonde hair that's done back in an elaborate hairstyle, and he's wearing robes that are dark gold with green trim, and he wears the symbol of the Morning Lord around his neck. We don't usually get visitors in the evening. Can I help you?
Come for the abbot. Could you take me to him?
I'm the abbot. What can I help you with?
May I enter?
You may. And he pulls back and opens the door a little widely, spots the wolf. Has he changed his mind?
He has.
Truly. I need you to make a
Indeed.
deception check. Don't forget you have advantage and we have guidance.
Yeah.
And you have +4, let's go.
Oh, that's good.
+1 d4.
20, 30, 20.
Okay. He was so adamant that he would never accept.
Times change.
He looks a little flustered for a second. She's sleeping right now, but, do you want me to rouse her?
Not yet. I wanted you to show me what you have done. What you accomplished here.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
I have been told by our Lord that you have been conducting experiments here.
Just her lately. The others. That was a gift. You told me I could.
I'm going to take one step closer to him and just say, "Show me."
Can you make an intimidation check for me?
I can.
Okay.
17.
I'm afraid that they are kept away for their own safety and yours. I understand that you are one of his servants, but I am also as well, and I'm afraid I can't. If you get them excited, they're almost overwhelming. And when he says that, you do see you hear the footsteps first, and then you see this man come around the corner, about 7.5 feet tall, wearing dirty clothing, also with a symbol of the Morning Lord around his neck, and there's a smaller head sitting on the base of the neck of the main head. Cloven, maybe just stay here for a second. I think there's some confusion. And he goes, "Yes, master," and just sits heavily down in a chair and watches you two.
Just going to try to discard the fact that there's a 7-foot two-headed man there.
Fair. I love it.
I'm just gonna slightly growl when I see him. Like, it will be very confusing for a wolf to see a two-headed man. So you're just going like, rawr.
Alright.
I tell you what, you came here for her, so let me go get her. That's the
Alright.
main goal, is to. I just can't believe he accepted. And he peels off of this. So the area you're in is like the main open hall of the building of the abbey, and it's all stone. You do see some chairs and tables. It just looks like a mishmash of furniture. And he peels off into a room. You see he opens a door off to the side, and you can't quite hear what he's saying. You just hear murmurings a little bit. And then after a couple of minutes, as you're being stared at by this very large man who's seated about 10 feet from you, you see him bring out a woman who has dark red hair that's been kind of bundled up off of her neck, and she's wearing a long gray dress, and it covers basically everything head to toe. And she just kind of looks at everyone. Oh, hello. And Abbott goes, my best work. For him.
Pretty.
Does she have a ring on, by the way?
Does she have a what?
A ring on her finger.
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm
no
gonna do-
decoration, no, just the dress.
I'm going to just like walk like a circle
Mhm.
around and going to ask, so what makes her special?
He hasn't been happy with his brides of late. He had once told me this was years ago, and I promised him perfection, and here she is.
But what makes her special?
She's made from the best parts I could ever find, and she will do any bidding. Won't you, Vasila? She says, I will. I'm very kind.
That you are. Our Lord told me that once this business is concluded, you are going to stop.
What do you mean?
These experiments. If he finds her suitable, then this end.
I would need a place for them to go.
That can be arranged.
They have to find somewhere else to go. The villagers are already a little angry.
Where do you keep them?
Well, most of them are back in the madhouse. That's where they sleep and stay. But are you talking about the originators?
Yes.
Oh, the Belfries still live in the village. We've had a falling out of late. I probably should have informed you of that.
That you had.
Well, I won't raise their son. If you encounter them, just tell them that. I won't do it.
If I encounter them, I shall relay that message.
Maybe scare them a little. They could stand to be frightened a bit.
What did you say their name was?
The Belfries.
All right.
So you'll take her?
I shall take her. Is there any more information you want me to relate to our Lord?
Just that I will always serve him, and I know we had our disagreements in the past, but I'm doing my best to make up for them.
Make sure you do.
Will. And okay, go, Vasila, go with them. Go on. And she walks over to you. Where are we going?
Home, I'm going to say, and I'm going to
Oh,
turn
boy.
around.
Okay.
And until our business meet again, Abbott.
Yes. And he kind of smirks a little bit. Morning Lord be with you, I suppose.
That you shall. I'm going to.
Tee-hee!
It's messed up. Okay. She follows you.
Oh shit! I'm sweating.
The abbot closes the door to the abbey as you walk out, and you hear him go.
All right, we're going to find our friends.
Okay.
With the woman.
And your wolf I'm still there.
Yep. Artoris, I
Least I
will
witnessed
say
it.
with your wolf senses, the overwhelming smell of, like, bleach in the Abbey was almost eye-watering.
That's very good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Did I catch any? Did I see anything about the layout? Did he gesture into a certain way when he mentioned?
So off of the main room, the Abbey is one big building and then a bunch of, it's like they built on and built on and built on. So where he pulled her out of was attached to the main building. When he talked about the madhouse, you do know that there is another very large, even larger building on the back of the Abbey. And from what Esmeralda has told you, there's a courtyard in between the two buildings.
Okay. Great. Let's go find and relay that information.
We'll say, just because it's more interesting, just as you all are getting up to go into the village, Alistair came back a lot faster than you were expecting, and he has a woman with him. Esmeralda
I told
goes,
you to inspect, not
Her.
to grab the first lady you
Okay.
see.
her. You got, how did you get her? How did you do that?
I am amazing.
Apparently, he's amazing.
She kind of waves her hand in front of Vasila's face. Are you... I can see you doing that. Yes. Where are we going?
I have no idea.
Not in the village is where we're going. We're going literally anywhere else.
Did not think this that far.
Through.
No, you did not.
I swing a sword around.
We need to go right now. We don't have time. We just need to go.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
just
Adam
nod.
is just like, we were like preparing to move everything down to the village anyway, so like packed up and we just book it.
I'm
Yep.
nodding as a wolf, like.
No, stay a wolf. Use your superior senses. I'm not joking. It's a dead serious comment.
So what I'm thinking about is that we could bring Vasilla, that's her name, to the
Belfries?
now to
You mean Madam Eve?
yeah, Madam Eve or the Were Ravens. Check if they could treat her.
Maybe we can talk to her a little bit first.
Yeah, of course we have a long journey.
Yes.
So the plan is to leave here and go to the vineyard?
Yeah,
Is that what
we
you
need
said?
to finish
Okay.
that thing.
Sorry, I was digging through my notes. Okay. So you have Esmeralda, who acts as an ally for the time being until she peels off as her own, and she has her own stat sheet. She's pretty dope, so that's helpful. And Vasilla, well, I'll wait until you get a chance to kind of talk to her, but assume for now that she obeys whoever is kind of holding her leash, basically. That she will just she doesn't have full cognizance, but she's definitely been pieced together, and you can see that now that you're up close with her.
Congratulations, Alistair. You're now a puppet master.
I would like to think I'm a liberator.
Just small fun fact: after 3 hours, I'm back to a druid.
All right. You also can mark off that you have achieved your Strahd's enemy.
Oh, nice.
So you'll have to get her there. Vasilla is not whole,
Okay.
so
Is
I'm
he
guessing
missing a piece?
there is another.
Probably
She's
her
missing
soul.
something. This is a
Probably
very
her soul.
Tin Man situation.
She's missing her
Yeah,
soul.
I heard.
So
I think it's a soul. So who knows how to graft the soul into a person?
Well, just listen to some smooth jazz and it all comes to
Listen to some snake jazz.
And a couple
my
of those
God.
holly leaves. Yeah, that'll make everything better.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Do
oh,
that.
definitely.
Yeah,
That is the
I
one about this.
don't know what to do about this right now.
Well, we will. You'll have some time to think about that. So
Right.
I think we'll call it here, and we'll set the game date in May. If you all haven't filled out the player survey yet, if you could do that for me, we'll get it sorted. But
Yeah.
so thank you, everyone. Remember, we are continuing to play for Direct Relief. They are an international organization getting PPE into the hands of the COVID healthcare workers. So you can see our team page and donate at tinyurl.com/directreliefdonate1, the number. And there are a lot of people streaming for Direct Relief, which is fantastic. So we will, I think we'll call our game here, and then our STD group will be back on the 25th to do our first wrap-up session and roleplay, just kind of to see where the characters are going to go over the next several years. So thank you very much, everybody, and we will see you in less than a week. All right, goodbye.
See ya.